No. Somebody out there in the distance, hello.
What the hell, Rat?
What?
I said, what the hell?
What the hell what?
What the hell? Where you at, man? You're on a... What are you, eavesdropping?
No, I was watching YouTube videos.
What are you watching on YouTube?
Oh, man. Karens.
Oh, you like them Karens, huh? You'll make love to them.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, do you like them, or you just like seeing how stupid they act?
The latter. Yes, the only reason I watch them is because Karens usually get put in their place and slapped around. Usually. Not always, but usually.
Roger. Well, I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, you didn't interrupt me. I had the radio on, waiting for somebody to talk. You're the first person that spoke. That's why I spoke up.
Well, 10-4. We'll give evening time to you.
Same back at you. Beautiful night, man. Beautiful night. Comfortable temperature. Low humidity. Man. July can't get no better.
I'll tell you what, man, you ain't wrong about that. Yesterday was a pretty nice day, too. Yeah, you're exactly right. You hit the key thing. I mean, no matter the temperature. Yeah, the temperatures, it ain't climbing up out of the 80s. But the humidity is low, which makes it extremely acceptable.
Damn. Extremely acceptable. Wow. That's deep shit, man. Good evening time, Brother Rack. Good evening there, Mr. RJ. How's everybody doing? Holy shit! Voice I haven't heard for weeks. Good evening, Mr. Frank. How you doing there, Brother Rack? Fine as the frogs here. How about yourself? You sounding chipper? No sense complaining, man. Just come in from out there in the shop. Getting the whole car cleaned up. Got a nice car gathering tomorrow night. 10-4. God bless you, brother. I'm glad you're still active. Roger. What are you doing there, RJ?
Yo, good evening time to you there, Mr. 588. Always a pleasure to hear you, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Hey, copy on that. Likewise here. How you been making out in this heat?
We've been doing pretty good. I mean, we just, they throw stuff at us. The weather, throws stuff at us every day, and we just take it as it comes and accept it and, make the appropriate adjustments to deal.
I know what you mean there. Yeah, I'm glad the weather kind of chilled out a little bit there for sure, man. Quit running this air conditioning.
Absolutely. Or at least not run it for too long.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. Who else is out here? I just turned it on and heard you two talking.
I don't know. I'm not sure there, Frank. I'm sure there's somebody else out there, but I keyed up and, was just kind of spitting out some nonsense, and Rat came back to me, so I figured me and Rat and you were the only ones out here.
I'll be in my face. I'll be with you all in a moment. Thank you.
Well, I think I just heard Catnap. Hey, Catnap, you need to pump it up, man.
Hey, Catnap, how you doing?
I think that was Catnap.
Maybe not, because he sure would have keyed up. I didn't hear Thank you. I don't know what you heard. I didn't hear Catnap, RJ.
Oh, okay, you didn't hear Catnap. There's somebody out there seeing CQ, but I'm not really sure why they're doing that, so it's kind of weird.
It was me. So I was beating my face. I'll be with y'all in one moment.
Oh. See? I told you, Rat. I told you. Don't ever doubt me.
Holy shit. Hey, look, Catnap, I know you got the feature booth, but did you key up before this?
Yes, I was barefoot though. I didn't have my bonnet on, but yes, sir, I did. Yeah.
RJ, I apologize. It was him. Disguised.
I appreciate your, and I accept your apology, Rat.
But there's also a CQer out there too.
There was a CQer. I don't know if he's still out there, but I don't know why he's CQing on a non-CQ station. I don't know.
Hey, feed your face, Catnap. Come back after your face is full.
Yeah, I was about to say, good evening time there, RJ and Rat and Frank, and I'll be right back.
Copy on you, being right back.
Eating tacos?
Wendy's.
Gentlemen, Oliver, boy, you're making a fine.
Oh, he said Wendy's. He's eating Wendy's, Rat.
Biggie bags are the best.
No doubt about that, they're piggy bags. Oh, I still hear that CQ guy out there, but go ahead, CQ, I'll stand by.
Yeah, I was just letting you guys know you're making a fine trip into West Virginia.
Well, good evening time to you there, West Virginia. You have New Jersey here, 308 Southern New Jersey, topside of Bridgeton, a town called Shiloh.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've got a room full of you. I've got right at a 9 to 9+ on all of you.
I'm glad to hear that we got conditions out your way this evening. It's always a pleasure to have them conditions. We had a couple other gentlemen sitting in here, one they call Brother Rat, and we got Mr. 588. If you don't mind, I'm going to step back and be off the key.
Good evening out around West Virginia. They call me 588 around the bottom side of New Jersey with the evening wave.
Yeah, when they're not mad at me around here local, I live in a little town called Huntington, West Virginia. I go by Skyhawk.
Copy on that, Skyhawk. Well, you sure enough sounding like a local around the bottom side of New Jersey this evening there, copy?
Yeah, not really copy. I got you right in the red now. I'm an ICOM 7300, and you're lighting that red bar up.
Hey, we're definitely glad to hear we're doing a little something out here this evening there. All right there, Skyhawk, I'll let you get back to Brother Rat, and I'll get back on the quiet side. Welcome to the weekend. Have yourself a good evening. 588 around the bottom side of New Jersey is back on this side. Don't do it. 588, sounding good.
Pleasure talking to you guys. I just turned that knob, seen some commotion, so I'm going to go check it out.
Copy.
You have a good evening time out there around West Virginia. You have a great evening time. Always a pleasure to have some DX coming into our station, especially as good as your sound, man. You sound, you got a great sound on station. You're 308 around Shiloh, New Jersey. Told you that. We'll see you.
Well, I appreciate it, sir. Station yours sounds pretty good too, but I'm gonna do a little more searching around, see if I got a couple of locals if they're on yet. If not, I'm gonna shut it down for a while and come back in about an hour. But we'll say 73.
Yeah, right back at you. Yeah, man, if you float around, don't find no locals, wait, you're more than welcome to come back here and hang out. You're more than welcome to come back and hang out. All right, you take care there. We'll let the channel roll. I'm going. What's going on, Frank?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing over there?
I was twiddling my fingers. I thought Brother Rat was going to go back.
Go get him, Rat.
Don't do that shit, Frank. I heard you last week talking to a couple guys out there in the DX land. You know, I don't doubt that, but I don't know if there was extenuating circumstances or not. But, I'm not a skip talker, okay? I'm on skip right now. Right outside of Memphis 10, and I'm swinging right there.
Hey, Super Farmer, we heard you out there. 308 here in Shiloh, New Jersey. Who are you looking for out here?
Nobody. I'm scanning the band. I'm right outside of Memphis 10 on this General HP 40W. Now, boy, you can break.
Oh, man, that radio sounds good, man. You're definitely making a trip. You're definitely making a trip out here to southern New Jersey. All right, there, shit, I done forgot his name already, Rat. That's your fault.
Don't blame it all shit on me, no! And another one,
What was your handle again? I apologize.
The Super Farmer.
You know, I was going to say Super Farmer. I was like, no, there's no way it's Super Farmer. Okay, Super Farmer. Oh, that's great. That's a good handle, man. That's a real good handle. All right, Mr. Super Farmer, you got some numbers with that name? 211, Mr. 211, Super Farmer, around Tennessee. You have yourself a fine one, man. I ain't trying to run you off. I'm just getting off the key so you can talk to Mr. Brother Rat there.
Stop it! Roger.
Or 588, he's in there too.
588. Good evening, down there, Super Farmer. I just want to jump in and wave a small hand and let you know your station's sounding good around the bottom side of New Jersey this evening. Roger, we're coming to you from Dead Elvis's area there. Yeah, we had a little bleed over kicked out there that time. Didn't quite get it off when you said it all there, copy? Yes, inform. We're just waving a hand from Dead Elvis's area, breaker. Copy on you waving a small hand. Well, you have yourself a good evening and welcome to the weekend. Take care. Mr. 588 around the bottom side of this New Jersey is back on the side.
Hey, 588.
Yes, sir.
He said he's hanging out with Elvis Presley this evening.
Oh, boy. I forget what some of those songs was. I got so old I done forgot them.
You remember any Elvis songs, Rat?
Yes.
Which one's your favorite? Ain't nothing but hound dog.
Love me tender, love me sweet, until our balls gets to meet.
Rat seems like one of them geeky fuckers. He probably like that song Teddy Bear, put a chain around my neck.
Oh, bull.
Fuck all y'all.
Well, I had to come in there with a mic drop.
Wait, Rat, was that you singing?
No.
Oh, you weren't singing. I was singing ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. But when I unkeyed, somebody else was in there singing. I'm not sure who it was.
Which one? Love me tender, love me sweet.
Oh, was that you, Frank?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay, alright, that makes sense now. Love me tender, love me sweet. I don't know, I like the others song. I don't remember all the words to that one.
Yeah, I don't either.
That was good to hear in Tennessee in there. I always love hearing Tennessee. I love them people down there.
Copy on that.
What about you, Rap?
Don't give a shit either way.
Why are you always so miserable, man?
That's not miserable. I don't share the same enthusiasm as you do. That's all.
What's either that or you just don't like people from the South? Which one was it? Which one is it?
Don't put words in my mouth. Shut the fuck up. Where's that Ted at tonight? Where you at, Ted? Tom? Tuckahoe? Pegasus? Little Dave?
Pitiful.
Sam?
Pegasus is, I think Pegasus has become an 8 o'clocker, Frank.
Crazy Bob?
Where's he at?
Ain't no telling. Nobody came back. Haven't heard Crazy Bob for several weeks. Is that you, Crazy Bob, on another channel? Trying to get back? Come on, Bob, straighten up. Turn the right station on. That sounded like sideband to me. What was that, Rat? It sounded like sideband. I don't think it was Bob. Copy. Well, I heard sounded like sideband.
Can you spell that?
What's that?
Can you spell that?
So what?
Sideband.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Can you?
Apparently not. That's why I'm asking you.
Can't help me, brother. I know how to spell it.
G-A-Y.
I hope you saw where I was going with that guy now.
It would have been better if that came from Tom, though.
Oh, no, he would never say that. What'd you have for dinner tonight, Rat? Hopefully nothing with lettuce.
What?
You know, 'cause there's that infection going around.
The what?
Infection. You can go, you get sick from lettuce.
Really? Look, I know that. Cedarville is immune.
Oh, Cedarville's immune? Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Well, I might have to go there and get my lettuce done, I guess. They got, somebody, number one was telling me this morning about, eggs. Apparently there's a couple bad batches of eggs around, and, they're being sold in New Jersey, apparently, too.
Okay, RJ, did you say number one?
I did.
Pat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just haven't heard from him in years. Just caught me by surprise.
Well, anyway, focus. Eggs. There's bad eggs going around. You can get skill manila or whatever.
What the fuck did you say?
Skill manila.
Is that really a word?
No. It's called something else. I just felt like saying that.
How about salmonella?
What did he say?
Salmonella!
Illinois. Hey there, Illinois. Good evening.
Hello, y'all. We just sent back. I was listening, Roger.
Roger on that. Well, you just keep sitting back and folding them tiles, because Brother Rat's got something to say for the moment. As soon as he quits talking, you jump in there and say whatever you want.
Alright, Mad Dog, you can tell I'm a bachelor.
Hey, good evening, Tom T there, Mad Dog 308 South New Jersey. Listen, we're going to be off the key. Brother Rat's got a lot to say, man. We'll talk at you later.
Don't do that, RJ! Shut the fuck up!
What? What's wrong with that?
It's all a fucking lie!
We hear you out there in Kentucky.
Okay, I'm glad you did. Thank you.
Hey, have a good evening, Tom there. What's your numbers? A fishy mobile? You said I didn't catch that.
69 Mobile.
Oh, 69 Mobile. Alright, 69 Mobile. Yeah, man, we got you in here loud and proud.
Yeah, I appreciate you sounding good coming out of New Jersey. You loud.
We appreciate it. Right back at you. Keep some flowers for yourself there. Alright, 308 Shiloh. We'll be on the side.
Good evening, time 69. 69, 588 around the bottom side of New Jersey with the evening wave.
No legs here in southern Illinois. I get this from it. I'm sad for what's smoking too. The poison, Roger.
Hey, 10-4 there. Alright, I'm gonna get back on the side and let Brother Rat go. 588, New Jersey's back quiet.
Hey, Frank, that wasn't my old blast, man. I don't blame you at all.
Stop that shit! You wanna let me turn this fucking radio off? Come on, man. Leave me alone. It's got a knob. You can turn it to the left. Not you, brother. You're a skip lad. I'm sorry that you heard that. I'm talking to my locals up here. Oh, well, you sounding good. Thank you, my friend. You blowing smoke up here in southern New Jersey, too. Apologize for my outburst, but it was directed towards my locals. Agent Ferrari, you want to go there? What's the order? What you doing there? Get everybody right down in it. Hey, RJ. Dude. Hey, RJ.
No conditions on the New Jersey.
Sorry, Frank. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm here.
507 New Jersey.
Go ahead there, Frank. What's going on?
Yeah, Brother Brad's blowing smoke, ain't he, out there?
Oh, yeah. Brother Rat's blowing smoke. He certainly is. He don't care that he's blowing smoke, but he is.
Yes, he is. He's sounding good.
I heard that 135 out there from, I missed where you were from, but hey, 135, you still there? Nope. Going once, going twice, we'll see you.
As soon as I get these towels folded, I'm gonna be blowing smoke, Roger.
As soon as you do what now?
Get these damn towels folded, Roger. Hit this big baby over here, Roger.
Brother Rat should be blowing smoke here soon. Let's look. What time is it? Oh, it's 7:52. What time is he supposed to be blowing smoke there, Catnap?
Hell, according to his watch, it could be 4 minutes past, it could be 10 minutes. What time you got there, Rat?
All the fucking time in the world.
Hey, I gotta get these cows done while you stay. Calling me the smoking dope mad dog on the riverbank, southern Illinois. Getting down. I'll take a hit.
See that? See that, Catnap? none of us old potheads out here.
Yeah, right as you got 'em. Welcome to the weekend. Yeah, welcome to the weekend yourself. 69, get the back. I'm a medical patient out of state of Illinois. I've been for about 12 years. I'm a BMS patient. 12 years, huh?
I apologize for not keying up and saying nothing, but I'm on my phone looking for a song right now. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but I know the title of the song, and I think it was Welcome to the Weekend. Rat, you got anything on that?
The name, the title rings a bell, but that's it.
I could definitely play the Rat Shack song. I'll definitely do that here in a minute there. Gear Jammer, good to hear you in there, by the way. But I'm on a hunt for this other song, but I will do that.
You shut up, Gear Jammer. You fuck, man.
Audio test. Audio test.
Good evening time, Gear Jammer 588 with the evening wave. Gear Jammer, I was picking on me, man. I know. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's all in fun, brother.
Audio. Audio test. Audio test.
Hey, audio test. I'm sorry, Brother Rat. I know you're gonna kick my ass for doing this, but hey, audio test. We hear you out there. If that's all you're doing, I mean, they make dummy loads for that. So just so you know.
Audio test.
Exactly.
Audio test. Audio test.
Get your ass off of there talking about audio test.
That's right. Get out of here, man. They make dummy loads for that.
I don't hear it in Kentucky.
I can't believe you don't remember this song, Rat. Welcome to the weekend. To the weekend.
Think that really helped?
Yeah, I was hoping that it would.
Nope.
Alright.
I think audio check finally.
What was it?
I think an audio check finally made it to Kentucky.
Are you making it to New Jersey, Kentucky?
Yeah, the audio check y'all was talking about, he finally made it to Kentucky. I didn't hear it just now.
What?
Yeah, the audio check must have been pretty weak.
Did he just call me a gigawatt?
I thought about that audio check. The guy audio check out there to quit. Tell me to use a dummy load or something. Guy said, yeah, I was good here a while ago. I did hear him out there.
Oh, the dummy load guy. Yeah. Yeah, the audio check. I apologize. That took me a minute. Yeah, the audio check dummy load guy. Yeah. Well, hopefully you found another channel to do that stuff on.
Yes, he finally made it to Kentucky.
Oh, he's making it to Kentucky too?
He didn't want to do audio test.
Oh boy. Go get him, Frank.
Audio test.
You better stop that audio testing. When you get somebody to come back, we're not gonna let you hear them. Now stop it.
Damn, Frank, that was hard, man.
Yeah, audio test. Knock it off, man. We don't need that stuff out here. You think we enjoy that? You don't run us off and make us go to another channel? Come on, man. Be for real.
And besides, you only sound like a little ant scratching the elephant's back, so keep quiet.
Damn, Frank. You were agitator of the world tonight.
Because I was in a good mood until he in here trying to interfere with us talking. Stop it. Before I start saying things I don't want to say. Now behave yourself.
Woo! I got you, brother Frank. I'm not downing you. I'm praising you.
I agree with you, Frank. I agree.
Thank you much.
That's what I just said.
Thank you also.
Nobody cares about what you said, Frank.
What?
I said nobody cares about what you said.
Somebody does. If you don't, fuck you.
Kidding, man. I care about everything you say. Everything you say matters to me.
Catnap, are you still eating?
I'm sitting here pretty in my feet. Yeah, just hard to get a word in edgewise.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta keep it. You just gotta key up, Catnap, and get that word in there. Oh, what the hell? What the heck?
Sitting here eating popcorn with the phantom beepers and the audio and everything else. Man, this is gonna be a fun night.
Hey, Catnap, did I tell you I'm sitting on the chair high enough where I can actually swing my feet?
Yeah?
yeah.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
It's a good feeling, yeah.
Audio test. Jesus Christ. Frank.
Yes, sir.
Deal with that.
Come back with that.
Deal with that idiot motherfucker.
He's talking about the audio checker guy. I'm still looking for this damn song, man. I can't find it.
Audio test.
Right, can I try to sing it to you again? Maybe it'll click something in your head.
Nope.
You don't want me to sing a song to you?
No, thank you.
You just don't care about it? You just don't care?
I don't care to hear you sing.
Oh, I think I just remembered the guy's last name, actually, talking to Edmonds. I forget the guy's first name. Edmonds, maybe? Alright, hold on, we'll be right back.
Dave Edmonds.
Yes, that is correct, Dave. Okay, hold on.
And what is the song?
I haven't figured that part out yet.
I know several of his songs. Like the ones I know.
Which ones do you know? Let me hear them.
Here Comes the Weekend. That's the song I was thinking of.
Okay.
Frank asked you a question, though.
Frank?
Yeah, sir, go ahead. Let me hear which one you like. Let me hear you sing it.
You talking to me?
Yes.
I'm not the one that brought this up.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, RJ, RJ.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there anything wrong with me? What did I say?
Ain't nothing wrong with you, Frank. Ain't nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with Brad. He only hears what he's got selective hearing, I think.
Copy.
I hear everything. I just choose what to respond to and how to respond to it.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but this is the beginning of that song. What happened was a bad recording or something. It's a bad recording.
Yes, it is. RJ, I know you can transmit music better than that. That was fucked up.
Yeah, I think that was a bad recording, man. Something's going on there. I'll have to find something else. Yeah, but do you remember, you heard okay, as bad as it was, you know the song though, right?
Let's clean up that foul language out there. No foul language. I do love the song.
10-4.
Clean up that foul language. Here's squeaky noise in the background saying something.
Tom's out there telling everybody to watch their language or something.
You hear me?
I don't know who he's talking to. Ain't nobody cussing out here.
Hey, Tom, you wake up?
Yeah, I'm in here, but I ain't gonna listen to all this word out there at Cedarville. He's gotta clean up that foul mouth. Well, you need to turn your radio off, because I'm not gonna do it. You turn your radio off. I'm on the air now. So who cares?
He's got the sign on, right? It says on the air.
For that foul language. Look, what you call foul language and what the rest of the world calls foul language are not the same thing. There ain't no excuse.
DX Land 654 Bluegrass State. Wait a minute.
Hello, 654 out around the Bluegrass. They call me 588 around New Jersey with the wave.
Yeah, copy 588 New Jersey. How you sound good, man? You sound like you're sitting out down here in the driveway. I gave yourself a good one. Have a good weekend. Bill 654 around the hills up.
Copy on that, 654. Save some of those flowers for yourself, because you sure enough sounding like a local around New Jersey. Hey, 654, enjoy the weekend that's coming up your way. 654, 588, say have a good evening.
588, have a good one, man. Enjoy your weekend.
Hey, 654, we're waving at you 2308 Shiloh, New Jersey.
Yeah, we got you here, Shiloh, New Jersey. Sounding good, man. You sound like a local.
We appreciate them flowers, man. Keep some with yourself. You sounded good as well. Have a good evening time to you, 654.
Hi there, you have yourself a good one over there. 654 around the hills of Kentucky. People out of Kentucky out here cussing crazy.
Kentucky wasn't cussing. That man didn't cuss one word.
He's out here with that foul language.
Well, me.
That wasn't him.
Hey, RJ, who was it?
Tom hears dirty words in his sleep. You know what he's talking about.
Hey, RJ, who was doing the dirty talking?
Right.
That was Triple.
Who was doing the dirty talking, RJ?
Sleep right.
Woo! That was a triple again, or at least a double. One at a time, please.
Right. You said Tom hears dirty words in his sleep. Is that what you said?
Yes. Look.
talked about this foul language. You know, you've been here. Nobody has used foul language. What the hell is the problem?
All I know is that 654 in Kentucky, he didn't use no foul language, so I don't know who he heard.
Nobody has used foul language in the time I've been on here. I don't know what his problem is. See, that's what I say. He hears dirty things in his sleep.
Oh, come on, Rat. You saying nobody?
Look, have you heard anybody use foul language?
Yeah, you was just cussing at me a little while ago.
You were telling him effing this and effing that, and now you ain't used no foul language. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not. Well,
Oh, man. Frank, what do you think about that?
I don't know. I plead the fifth.
Oh, no!
Carolina 804 on the break.
Go ahead, 04.
Hey, Roger, just heard you boys chatting and wanted to wave at you.
Good evening, 04. Where are you transmitting out of, big brother? We out of New Jersey. Come on.
Hey, Roger, on the New Jersey, South Carolina seacoast.
Hey, copy on the seacoast of South Carolina. Hey, you ever talk to that crap shooter out around South Carolina?
Hey, negatory.
Hey, copy on that. That's one of my locals that just moved down in South Carolina about a year ago now. Brought him home down there, so I know he's got the mobile that I built for him with the alternators and everything. So I don't know if he's got a base station set up or not there. All right there, Carolinas. You have yourself a good evening. I'll let the band roll on. Take it easy, take care. 588 New Jersey's back on the side.
Hey, Roger, 588 New Jersey, Carolina 804 on the side.
Bump, 804. I'll see ya.
Hey, good evening, Tom T. 804 there, South Carolina, 308 New Jersey. We're waving.
Hey, Roger, on the 08 New Jersey. Got a fine copy down here on the seacoast.
And we appreciate the comeback on you. 804 South Carolina. You have yourself a fine one. Have a good evening, good weekend. And we'll do it again when we can. We'll see you.
73s to both of you.
That's what it sounds like, right? Sounds like they're talking through a shoehorn.
they got a bad transformer.
They got something bad.
Real bad.
Language out there.
That is strictly AC hum. I can spot it a mile away. Put it on a spectrum analyzer. It'll be 60 hertz. Give me a 40 dB over here in Kentucky.
Somebody's rectifier just gave up the ghost. Foul language up.
That's a good explanation, Catnap. That's a very possible possibility.
You said I'm 40 over in your radio there, but we're sorry about that foul language, over.
What did you used to be a lineman, right?
What's that?
I said, you used to be a lineman?
A lineman?
Yeah.
No. Where did you get that inclination?
You knew all about that AC hum.
Yeah. Okay. Let's wait. Oh, man. Really? I've never heard about AC hum since I was 12 years old.
He was a lineman for the county.
just pulling your leg, Brad. I gotta come up with something, dude.
I know, I'm just fucking with you too. Stop apologizing, man. We're having fun.
Hey, I told you about that foul language. Clean it up.
Yeah, there you go.
Can anybody reach in? Shut the fuck up.
That language up.
I have to admit, you know, listen, you did cuss there, even though it was just a short period of time, Brad. I mean, you can't back out of that.
No, I said shut the fuck up.
Oh, no.
Several times.
He uses that F word so much he don't even know when he uses it.
That's right.
I know what? Oh man, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna embarrass you, Tom.
You can't embarrass me any more than you've already embarrassed yourself with that filthy mouth. That's terrible.
Oh.
You pulling him so he's not talking to anybody?
I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah, you're cussing at everybody. Clean it up.
Shut your radio off if you don't want to hear it. I'm not cleaning it up for you or anybody else. You got that, punk?
You're on my channel, and when you're on my channel, you don't tell me to turn the radio off. You change the channel. You want to be on my channel? You conduct it by my rules.
Oh, really? No. So, I will conduct it on this end from my rules. Do you understand that, you hillbilly motherfucker, you?
I hope somebody's recording all this.
Some more of that filthy language.
You heard me, you hillbilly motherfucker?
Filthy, just obstinate, arrogant language.
Thank you so much for the compliment.
People out there in South Carolina cussing you out, Brad.
I don't give a fuck about people in South Carolina, RJ. What the... Man. Why would you think I would care about people in South Carolina?
It's a good question, huh? You don't even care about people in your own town.
Correct. So, why would you think I would care about fucking South Carolina, North Carolina, or any other Carolina?
76 times you use the F word.
You can't count, you dumb shit.
So that was the first time you used the S word.
What?
Now you're using the S word.
S word. Oh, you dumb shit. Oh, man. You hear that, holy roller? All kind of swear words. He knows them all, but he don't say them.
That was the first time you used the S word tonight.
Language.
What the hell?
Can't you even clean it up for people in South Carolina?
Them South Carolina people, they don't tolerate that, Brad.
Please, RJ. Please. Don't add insult to injury. I just told you, I don't know those people. I don't give a fuck about them. Don't you understand?
Oh, no, I completely understand, yeah.
Well, then why are you preaching at me how I should treat those people?
Because I completely understand.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sure about that?
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh, I love Fridays. I was alive in Florida County.
I don't know how you conjured your mind to associate that with me in any way, shape, or form. I like the song. Sure, I did. How did you
connected to me in any way, shape, or form.
You were talking about that AC hump.
Well, you know, AC hum is the beginning of AC current. And it was quite a challenge in the early days of radio to get rid of the AC hum. But they managed.
That was a really long explanation.
I don't care. I don't care. You don't want to hear it? Don't listen.
Oh no, I was listening. I was listening. I was just saying it was a little bit extensive. But that's okay.
It's okay. Do I need your approval for an extensive explanation?
No, you don't need my approval. You don't need my approval. Why would you think that?
Because you just said it.
I did not say that. I didn't say that you needed my approval for anything. Don't put words in my mouth, sucker.
No. You said the opposite. You said the opposite means the same thing.
It's probably because it's opposite day.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's opposite day, yeah.
Hey, Rat.
Yes.
And he said, sucker.
You caught that, Frank?
What'd you say, Frank?
I said, and he said, sucker.
Yeah, he wrote Frank.
Frank.
Well, that RJ.
I said, he didn't catch that, did he?
Oh, he did.
Not the first time.
Yeah, he said, sucker. He didn't say sucker, he said sucker.
I'm glad you caught that, Frank. I started feeling bad about it for a second, and then you said it, and I was like, alright, well, at least somebody got it.
Hey, Tom. Where's Tim been at? Was he on last night? I didn't turn it on last night.
Yeah, I was on here for a little bit.
Copy on that. He doing all right?
Yeah, he seemed to be, Roger.
10-4 on that.
We had a good little grip on here last night, Brian. No cussing at all.
A good family channel last night, huh?
Well, you have some classy individuals out here.
Copy on that. I had to send the wife upstairs early tonight.
Yeah, I can understand why. I got my grandkids here. I just closed the garage door. They were out here in the yard playing.
Oh. You hear that, Rat? You never know when the little ears are listening.
Listen, shit. Listen. It's not my it's not my responsibility to shield his grandchildren from the radio. It's his responsibility. Remember that.
Copy on that. That stuff must be tasting good tonight, huh? Yeah, Tom.
It's always somebody else's responsibility.
Hey, Tom, you know you should have closed that door. You know you should have closed that door. You know it was your fault.
You really wouldn't have to, but he's, you know what I mean? I didn't know he was on.
Copy on that. What do you think about that, RJ?
Oh, that's just too funny, man. That's just way too funny.
Hey, Frank, am I making it up there okay?
Down in treetop tall up here.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Copy.
You're doing a fine job there, Tom, but conditions, I'm sure Tom probably can't hear me. I know them conditions are changing, and the distance between myself and himself allows for them conditions to mess with our listening abilities. So, anyway.
What the fuck did you just say?
Wait, you really want me to repeat it?
Yes, I do want you to repeat it, because I didn't understand a single damn word.
Well, I forget what I was saying.
Kitty fuck.
I don't even know if Tom heard me. Are you serious? You don't understand what I was saying? I was saying the conditions were changing, and the fact that he's so far away, and I'm over here, I don't even know if he hears me.
Brilliant.
Because the only reason I came up with that idea was I was having a hard time hearing him. Even though I heard him a little, better a little while ago, I figured that the conditions are probably changing, so I don't know. That's where I'm at. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm proud of you, brother. Don't change your story. Come on, Tom. Good evening, everybody. Hey, Dave. You have a pretty good meter over there? I got a meter for you.
Yeah, I got a meter.
Yeah, go ahead, Tommy. I got this striker with just the little numbers on there. It's not bad, I guess. Copy on that. You're giving me a 5 pound on this striker out there in the shop. That's what I got, 5 pound. Copy on that. I'll be standing by. Good evening there, Davy Dave. Good evening, Frank, Brother Rat, RJ, and whoever else is out here. Davy Dave, how was your roof situation? They will all be here tomorrow. My guy and the State Farm guy, so they can, I'm sorry, I'm lying to you. Monday. Why am I saying tomorrow? Monday. They will be here Monday. But my guy's going to be here tomorrow to patch the hole, but they'll all be here Monday to go up and take a look together to find out what they're going to do. Correct me if I'm wrong. You have a, pipe extending above your house that receives your electric line? No, it's not above the house. So the way it works is it goes from the meter, which is about, I would say my meter is probably 5 foot off the ground. And then out of the meter, it goes straight up about 8 foot, and it goes through this little roof that comes off between the first and second, where the second story starts. There's a 3 foot roof. It goes through that and all the way up about another, 10, 12 foot up to underneath of the second story roof, and then at 45's down, that's where the electric lines come in. Holy shit, that's confusing. I could put a picture of it with the new one that they put on. Would you? I will do that. Hold on.
I thought it was very well explained.
Hold on, you'll understand. As soon as I put the picture on there, you'll understand.
I know you went through one right roof with the pipe, and it doesn't go through the second roof.
Yes, it stops underneath it like the gutter up there, and it 45's out. But it was still the pipe that got ripped out that tore your shit up, right? Yes, it completely bent from where it goes through like the first floor roof. It completely bent it over, and it ripped the shingles and everything out while it was bent over. Thank you. Exactly what I pictured. Good evening there, Ted.
Good evening, 588, Little Dave, Brother Rat. I don't know who else is in here. Tom, I heard say he was going in the house or something. Is that it?
RJ and Catnap.
RJ, Catnap, good evening.
Well, while they're waiting, welcome to the channel, Uncle John. I'm going to talk to you and Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been around here and there. I'm all right. 10-4, glad to hear you're all right. It's as much my fault. You know, I only got here 2 days a week, but good to hear your voice. That's all I got to say. Thank you, Rat.
Good evening, Ted.
Little Dave, Monday's your big day.
Yep, Monday. Well, no, that's just for them guys to show up, and the State Farm, you know, that's when they're going to start their negotiating tactics. Like, yeah, we ain't going to fix anything. That's probably what they're going to say.
That little barn you got there and change his mind.
Oh, I'll show him my little fire stick. Come on.
Right.
Hey, good evening, Tom.
Wait a minute, I gotta move my beam. I think I heard RJ in there. Good evening, RJ.
Hey, good evening, Tom.
Hey, Brother Rat.
Yes, sir.
All right, I sent 2 pictures. The first one is where the meter is out, the electric meter is out, but if you look right above that little first roof, you'll see the bent over pipe. And then the second one is with the meter back in and the brand new galvanized pipe all the way up to the 2nd story.
Thank you for the description. Look, I've been getting a lot of unreceived messages. When I get a text, it comes in as an unreceived message, and it says download it. I don't know where it goes. I can't find it. But hopefully this is straight up. I'll look at it right now.
All right, Roger.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, come on.
I see where it goes through the first roof. With the second. Oh, I see it now. Okay. She comes through there and bent right over.
Yo. If you look at the first picture, it bent right over. And you see right where it goes through the first roof, it ripped all the shingles and the flashing that was below those shingles. It ripped it right out.
Yep, I see it.
And that other little pipe that was next to it was they had an old phone wire running down through that one. I had them cut that off. I said, I'm not putting that back in there.
How come the meter's out of the box?
Because the electricians pulled it out. Because if you look at the top, where the pipe is bent over, they unhooked the main line going to the pole. So there was no power there. So this way, when my electrician got there, the one I hired, he had to put all new on there, and then he popped the meter back in once it was all done.
Okay, gotcha.
So what I was saying, Ted, I was telling Johnny tonight, my meter, I don't have that little, on all the meters, they have a like a little tag that, they have to cut off to get into it. Well, they cut it off, and it's still sitting there. I could actually grab that meter and pop it out if I wanted to. I said, well, doesn't that mean I could just take a heavy gauge wire and jump where the meter goes in and have electricity? He said, absolutely.
Yeah, and then if they find that, they're going to charge you for electric they think you use.
Tom!
Thank you for the break. How about a Frank?
Go ahead, Tom!
Okay, what's that, Frank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
To me, it looks as though it's just a teeny cutting hair below the 5.
Tom!
Oh, brother.
Tom!
Oh, my goodness. Dave, can you give me just 1 second, please?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tom!
Thank you, Dave. Can you say it one more time, Frank, please?
Yeah, to me, it looks like you're just, a fraction off of the 5.
Okay, thank you very much. You're yelling, Frank, and it's kind of hard, but I very much appreciate your help. Thank you. Thank you for standing by, Dave. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's just a fraction. It's only a fraction below the 5, seems like what I'm seeing, Tom. Frank, you were far harder than you were when you started. You got this loud when you started talking skip, and you over the top. Okay, I got the audio turned just about all the way off. Is that better?
Yes.
You're still loud. I'll tell you that, you're good.
That's good.
Jesus. I bet you if I blow on the knob on this mic, and that'd be completely off. That's how low I got it.
That sounds great right there, Frank.
Copy. Appreciate that, Dave.
Hey, Tom?
Yes, go ahead.
Alright, when you had that radio out in the garage, you were giving me, it was 5 pounds, and when you talked, it just moved above 5. Now that you have it hooked up in the house, you're giving me 6, swinging to a 7.
Okay. Well, I got a little more power in the house, but I just can't figure out the ears thing. 2 different antennas, both of them 1-to-1 match. Took the same radio out there, and still the ears in the house are so much better.
Yeah, you're giving me a little more power. That's what I'm saying. Another pound and a half actually out here, but or in there, I mean, versus outside. But you sound good.
Are you higher at the house than on the shop?
Yeah, but I got a 4-element beam at the shop and a 3-element at the house.
I understand. Height is a main factor, though.
It's not the size that matters. It's how you use it.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, for your help. Thank you very much. RJ, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
All right, now I can hear RJ loud and clear, and that's some crazy stuff.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, go ahead.
What did you mean by that last statement?
It's not the size of the beam that matters. It's how you use it.
Oh, the beam, you say?
Yeah, the beam.
Okay, that's what you want to call it.
You know what I'm wondering? Is he both got them in the same direction?
John, you insult me sometimes.
Well, I don't know. Wind moved one, or your steering wheel got unlocked. I don't know. Well, I don't know what to say, Tommy. I don't know.
Well, I know. I've taken all the valuables out. I've tried everything. Man. The only thing different is I got brand new coax in the house, and the coax out there isn't brand new, but there's nothing wrong with it, but that's the only thing I didn't make new.
I don't know. That coax is probably fine. I don't know. That's the big stuff, and on the house you got the little stuff.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, and if RJ and like Gear Jammer weren't on the air, I probably wouldn't even know I have a problem. It's them I keep trying to hear, you know what I mean? I keep on, other than that, I probably wouldn't even know I had a problem. Go ahead, Mr. Frank.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you. You didn't get that coax from Bob, did you?
I'm on the side.
I just had to throw that in there.
Dollar Tree coax.
You ain't right, Frank.
You're wounding me. He keeps trying to get me to come back to take that tower down and put up another piece of used coax, and I'm not doing it.
Wait a minute. Another used piece? Nuh-uh.
I told him I ain't doing it. I said, when you get all the stuff together, I'm happy to come up there, But I ain't coming all up there and lower that tower down and put some stuff he thinks is going to work and all that.
Trigger Tom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you joking? Did he really propose that?
Yes. Everybody heard him. He like right away. Look, I'm not, whatever. Bob's Bob.
Well, ES Land, 654 Bluegrass Day.
And if Sam doesn't come up with that coax pretty soon, I'm just going to go ahead and buy Bob new coax. I was going to do that to begin with when Sam said he had some, but I'll buy it and I'll go up there and lower it down. I'll put new coax on for him, but I ain't going all the way back up there again, spending a whole day putting up some used coax that we don't even know is going to work.
Tom, I agree with you 200%.
Now, DX Lamb, L654, Kentucky, waving.
Lad, I'm going to stand by because you got a breaker 654 out of Kentucky's yelling for you. I'm going to stand by.
Hey, where you at out there? You sound loud and proud.
We're out of bottom side of New Jersey there, Kentucky. They call me 588 there, Roger.
That's copy to 588. I ain't down loud and proud, man. You got me pulling my first strawberry patch.
Good Lord, me my mercy. Well, you save some of those flowers for yourself, because you sure enough sounding good up here in the Garden State there, copy?
Yeah, I copy that. Well, 588 sound good, man. I just want to holler at you and see where you's at. Bill 654, better known as Iron Man around the hills of Kentucky.
All right there, 654. Appreciate the key up, the key down. Take it easy, take care. Welcome to the weekend, 654. I'll see you. 810.
Yes?
Following day. I did.
Oh, just what I told you, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you get to touch it?
Yes, sir. Half of it. I got to touch half of it.
Good for you. I gotta talk to Rat. I ain't getting much talk time with him lately. How's it going, brother Rat?
Well, best as can be expected. Excuse me. No problems. Nothing to complain about. So, you know, fair in the middle, I guess.
Hey, Roger, did they ever, I meant to been meaning to ask you, did they ever put anything in that building that they shut down?
No. Nope. It's still for sale. 2 buildings. A huge warehouse on Maple Avenue, which is City of Real Melville Road, and the processing plant, which is behind my house. Still for sale signs on it. I did see a couple of trucks there a couple weeks ago. The property behind my house. 2 pickups. And they had the original owner had like a 10-inch, a 12-inch, polyethylene pipe, like a discharge pipe for a dredge. They had this around their property. I don't know why. It came up around Factory Road, which I live on. Been there for years. That is gone. That's all I know.
I did hear a rumor about that area, and I don't know how true it is, but somebody that's in the know was saying they were interested in that property for a cannabis farm.
Woo! God damn! You mean I can walk behind my house and buy pot?
You'd be able to pick it right over the fence. I heard weed. There's something about weed.
Hey! Cat Nut, this is by my house, not yours. You go through me.
Oh, shit.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. If I had any in, you'd be right on the list.
Good evening, Thunder. Good evening, dear Catnap. Now, Rat, I didn't say that was gospel. I just heard some gossip.
Hey, listen, I haven't heard a thing about it. So, that's as good as anything that I've heard.
I mean, is that okay with you if they do something in your neighborhood like that?
I have no choice. You see, the neighborhood I live in is actually, zoned industrial. See? So, they can do anything they want.
Okay, because I know that in Violent they were going to put one up in North Violent, and all the residents protested, and they didn't do it. Yeah, they just shut down the dispensary in Violent.
Residents may protest, but I won't.
Hey, Catnap.
Yes, sir.
You said they closed the one down in Vineland?
Yeah, the one in Violent, one of them is shut. I think it's called the cannabis. Either they lost the permit, they lost funding, they lost something went
Because you know they got that one over on Delsey Drive where they sell it. I know where the one is where they grow it.
Yeah, they got that one right at Delsey and Oak, right, Frank?
Yes, Delsey and Oak. But I also know where the house is, well, the, warehouse, where they grow it, too. I know where that's at. Looks just like still looks like a factory, but it's where they grow it at.
Well, they got that one where they grow it out in the industrial park.
There's one on the boulevard also.
Yeah, let's see, I looked it up. The cannabis company filed for Chapter 15 bankruptcy. It will shutter 2 violent weed cultivation operations in October. 86 people will be laid off.
Well,
Located where, though?
I'm not expert, but I've seen a lot of videos that say it's the bureaucracy and the taxes that are killing the cannabis industry.
Hey, Catnap,
Yes, sir.
did it say where they were? Is that the one over on the boulevard? Or the one over in the industrial park Tim's talking about?
I'm not sure. The only thing that the article says is South Jersey. And it's 86 workers getting laid off. But I'll look into it.
Copy.
Hey, Catnap, what do you think about what I just said? Do you have any opinion on it?
The taxes and the bureaucracy of the whole weed market is what's killing the industry?
Yes.
Essentially, yeah. But the prices are a little steep. And, it's not easily available to a lot of people either.
Okay, I got you. That's just my opinion. Just wanted to see if you shared it. I think they're moving to Cedarville. Right behind my house, Tim. Yeah. You'll be smelling when they burn the waste. Hell yeah. I get high just living close to it. What do you think, Catnap? You gotta get high from the fumes?
You might. Let's see, the 2 facilities closing, one's at 51st West Park Avenue, the other one's 1560 West Boulevard.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Where's that at, Frank? What part of the boulevard?
What's that? That's just about down there. What's that? I think that's Garden Road and the Boulevard. It's right next to, where it's called Atco Rubber Warehouse is? It says Atco Rubber, but that place even makes insulation there. So I don't know how it comes up with Atco Rubber. Ain't no damn rubber in there. I used to work on the forklifts there. It's the building next to that going like towards Newfield, same side as just the building next to Atco Rubber. It looks like an old abandoned warehouse, but they grow all of the weed in there.
Oh, that ain't far off a Wheat Road there.
And they're covered by the union too, I didn't know that.
I say Garden. It might be Boulevard and Wheat.
I know what you mean, that building where the rubber places, and it's a little further north going on the boulevard, that building you're talking about.
Yep, the lots are connected. Atco Rubber and this other place. I forget what it was actually called. I've been there a couple times. I've worked on forklifts also there. But yeah, it's headed towards the corner from Atco Rubber.
I didn't know they even had one there. As far as I didn't know that.
That was a hush-hush deal there. I forget how I found out about it.
Right, you'd be really good at a job over there at that place next to you.
Every night you walk out, you have your pockets full.
Hey, Tim, the only job I would look for at that facility, if it came to be, is testing.
Oh, a tester? You want to be a taste tester?
No, not taste, eye testing.
Okay, I test Paul.
Yeah. You know, I don't want to work. I want to sample the goods.
Right. Good evening, Pegasus.
I ain't heard Pegasus key up.
Oh, I thought it was him. Maybe it was something else.
Got that car gathering out there tomorrow night there, 10, if you was interested.
We're out by the wings.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, maybe I'll take a ride down and see some of my old friends.
Copy on that. Did I tell you we had just a little over 100-some people last time out?
Yeah, you had a good crowd.
Yeah, serious crowd. I think, your cousin, the Gardner guy, I think he brought out not a Rolls Royce, Lamborghini or something he brought out. He brought out an exotic car last time out.
Yeah, I remember. I forget what it is, whether it's a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, I don't know.
That jerker's got so many different vehicles he comes out with, you never know.
You ever see his Ford? I don't know what the hell they call it. Boss 429 or something like that.
That thing is gorgeous, man. Yes, I have. I've seen that thing quite a few times. That is gorgeous.
That boy got the bucks.
Hey, Ted, is he the Gardner that's related to the Gardner Crane Company people?
No, he's got his own business. He's got his own, what do you call it, exterminating business. He's got guys working for him, go around with the trucks and kill bugs, you know.
Okay, so he's not related to the Gardners that got the Crane Company.
Not that I know. No, he don't. He's no relation to them. I know he ain't.
Copy on that.
Are we done?
Why? You've only been silent for 20 seconds. You guys are carrying on a conversation, which was interesting. Why do you say that?
I didn't know if everybody left or nobody was talking. I ain't gonna hog it up. You guys got some other topic, go for it.
Damn, Ted, look, you and Frank were talking, and to me, it was an interesting conversation.
Hey, Roger. Okay. Frank, we still got the airwaves.
Copy on us still having the airwaves. Where you at there, RJ? You got quiet.
Maybe he's cooking. He eats a little later. He cooks up food.
Copy.
No, I'm still in here. I ain't gonna be in here for long though. I can give myself some rest for work in the morning.
Oh, you gotta go in tomorrow, huh?
Oh yeah.
Copy on that.
That price out for that machine. What was that, Tim?
on that lift, did you ever check what they get to lease it out?
You know what, Ted, I'll be honest with you, I did not. I was so busy today, it didn't even cross my mind. I'm sorry.
That's alright, I just thought maybe, you know, you said you might look it up. If you're busy, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll definitely, you know what, I'll have to make myself a note. Well, tomorrow's going to be a pretty easy day for me, so I'll have some opportunity to research that and get back to you.
Well, maybe just find out in that price if that includes delivery and pickup.
Yeah, I'll definitely look at it. So, that's why I had to ask you that, if there was any, like, extra delivery or pickup charge. And when you said no, I was like, well, maybe that makes sense. Maybe it's pretty close.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, they still never picked up that machine, RJ. It's sitting on the side of the road up the street there.
Oh, no kidding. Nobody came out to even troubleshoot it or try to fix it, huh?
Now, they had one guy a few days ago, and he gave up and he left, and my son talked to I guess the guys in charge there, and they said they're going to have to send somebody else out, or maybe a factory tech, I don't know.
Oh, okay, alright.
Hey, Frank.
Yes, sir.
My son had rented a lift for, he had some tree work to do. He come over here and trimmed all mine up, but that son of a bitch went up 80 feet in the air.
Oh my goodness, that's a nice one. We had one we had two of them that went up 120. Man, I mean to tell you, that thing was scary. You could see the whole entire vineland.
Did you go up all the way up in that?
Hell no.
I was talking to the guy that was running it, you know. I said, man, that thing's, you're swaying back and forth a couple feet while you're up there. It never stops.
Yeah, I know. If that thing stops swaying, you better start worrying. If it stops swaying. Yeah, 'cause they got to sway.
Boys were here, they took all the dead wood out of my trees, trimmed them up, you know, cut them back so they maybe get some new growth next year.
Hey, copy on that. What kind of equipment was it? GLG or a Grove or what?
You know, it got it from Sunbelt, I think it is, a place on Landis Avenue. Big machine. You don't tow that around. You drive it where you gotta go. It's a heavy thing. They don't even have stabilizers on the bottom. It's so heavy.
Yeah, some of those things is no joke. But that's like the Grove. The Grove that we had, they didn't have stabilizers. Now the Grove scissor lift buckets or scissor lift platforms, they had outriggers that came out. But yeah, the more or less like the bucket trucks, they didn't have the stabilizers on them. They're scary, but like you said, they're heavy as I don't know what. Yeah, I didn't even know Sunbelt had bought that place. Because one day I happened to go by and look over. I said, Sunbelt, damn, I didn't even know that they had bought it. And they said, I heard that they have been, the other place was that country, I forget what it was called, Country Warehouse. I forget what the other company's name was. But yeah, I didn't even know that they had sold that place. And Sunbelt bought them. Because their main shop is up off of 322. I forget what the crossroad is. Like you going towards New Jersey Turnpike up 322.
Right again. I think
the one in Vineland that sold was called United Rental, wasn't it?
Yeah, they United. Oh, let me see. It might have been United Rentals, but I know when Percy and George worked at United Rentals, because when they left Austino's, they were on Delphi Drive where the old Cadillac dealer was. That used to be United Rentals, but I can't think of the name of that place. It was United something. But yeah, the United Rentals was where the old Cadillac dealer used to be when George and Percy worked for United Rentals.
I think it was Rental Country.
That's it, Rental Country. That's it, that was over there by Sears, by the Circle. That's right, it was Rental Country. You're right there, RJ.
It's hard to tell with Sunbelt. I mean, Sunbelt usually has a lot of JLG stuff, but it's hard to tell with Sunbelt because they paint all their crap green, so you can't even ask somebody, hey, what color was it? Ah, it's green.
Yeah, for sure. You're right about that. Plus, I still got my laptop, but they took all my cords away from me because they were theirs. They were assigned to us, you know. But I still got my laptop with everything still programmed in it.
Roger on that. Yeah, it was probably a JLG, 860SJ, I would assume.
Copy.
It was green, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like RJ said, the Sunbelt, they paint everything green, even their tractor and trailers are green.
That's just a dumb idea, man. That green's so ugly anyway.
Look at that, RJ, the green is even ugly.
Big red bus, be right Kentucky waving. You like Cadillac. I like them Cadillacs. I sure enough do. I like them Cadillacs with them chrome spoke wheels. The big red bus is cruising. Me and my 773 women, no doubt about it. Welcome to the weekend. Be safe and be careful. Big red bus and these 73 women says, have a good day. Holy shit!
Exactly. Nobody cares.
That sounds good. After 30 years, it sounds good. After 30 years, it sure enough does. That fucker sure does sound good. No doubt about it. The big red bus is cruising on.
Yeah, go get him, Brad. Go get him, Brad.
You still yes, sir. That fucker still doing his natural born thing. You know what I mean. That big red bus is cruising. Getting on down. Where's the bus driver tonight?
That's right. Where's the damn bus driver at tonight? We need the bus driver out here. Come up here in this channel and tell him every 7 days.
Keep me in control.
Talk about
In control. Keep me in control. See, I got 7. So, see, 7's a good number. So I had to go with 7, no doubt about it. They keep me in control. And I'm a cruising on, no doubt about it. Y'all have a good evening, good weekend. We'll see you later. Bump, bump. Chevy Cover 11.
I love to sing about the moon and the June and the spring. I love to sing about a sky of blue or a deep or two.
People need to get out of here with that stuff, man. Come up in a channel like 7, 8 people out here calling. The hell?
Go ahead.
did you?
Yeah. I don't know if Sanford is son.
I like Sanford or Son, too. We got something in common there, Rat.
I'm coming, Elizabeth, I'm coming.
What was that again?
I'm coming, Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Oh, we got, yeah, you might be right about it. Yeah, we got a lot more common than either one of us may realize.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
Oh, that's what I said.
Like arguing, boy.
I ain't arguing with you. I ain't trying to.
Right. Right. Break up there on the channel. Break on the channel. Before Brother D on you fixing pancake, I'd like to know what your 1036 is, Timbo.
Hold on a second. Is that Mr. Jack Daniels I hear out there?
I think my wife find it. I'm gonna do another I'm gonna do one just for her.
Hey, Mr. Jack Daniels, is that you I hear out there?
That's me. That's me. I'm just messing around down here, Timbo.
Hey, good evening, time to you, Mr. Jack Daniels. Always a pleasure to hear you in there. 308, Mr. RJ, around Shiloh, New Jersey.
Well, Brother D there, 308. Good evening time to you. I thought that was y'all heard up in there and everything. And you know me, I just get in here wanting to know a 1036 there, because I know what time it is, but I just wanted to say good evening, Timbo.
Hey, good evening, time right back to you. Hey, listen, there's probably a bunch of people, man, that want to key up and say hello to you this evening, Mr. Jack Daniels. We got a bunch of them in here tonight, so I'm going to step off to the side and see who wants to say hello to you.
410, I appreciate there, 308. I do have a super nice evening, the rest of the evening, a good weekend up that way. Speaking to all y'all later, I'm back quiet and listening up a little bit.
Oh, come on, man, y'all let me down. Number 10, you can't hear Jack Daniels?
Sure can. Good evening, Mr. Jack Daniels, number 10 here. 10 there, 10. Hello up there, number 10. You doing all right, sir? Oh, yeah, we're doing fine. The weekend's here. Get a couple days off. I heard that, a couple of days off. Hey, I can remember that. Hey, that's a good thing, having a couple of days off, Timbo. Oh, yeah, I could remember it, too. I ain't worked in 22 years. I know it. You like me, I ain't worked in, 16 years and everything. You got me beat, Timbo. Well, I ain't got you beat. I'm just a little older than you are, my friend. Yes, sir. I believe you're about 4 years older than me or something like that. I can't remember how older you are than me and everything, Timbo. Yeah, I'm 85, my friend. Okay, you're 6 years older than me. I forget. Listen, when you get old like you, at 86, I forget, Timbo. Hey, Roger on that. Age is only a number, my friend there, Jack Daniels. 410 there, number 10, you... somebody keyed up there right fast, said he was only 50. Hey, number 10, have a good and good to talk to you. Have a nice weekend, sir. You too, Mr. Jack Daniels. Good hearing you. Come in here anytime. We're waiting for you. Hey, you have a good one, number 10. Stick it on, Mr. Up here. Hey, hello up there around Iowa. Who's that in Iowa? Yeah, on the door. Roger D, there on that. Well, you're sounding good on Jack Daniels down here in Tennessee, Timbo.
A lot of that, man.
Hey, everything's great. They ain't playing. Hey, still running on that. Roger D, on that. You have a nice one there. Everybody have a nice one. I'm gonna get out now. Y'all keep on keeping on up there. All right, you too, man.
Take it easy there, Jack Daniels. Mr. Jack Daniels, you have yourself a fine evening and a good weekend. We'll see you.
Hey, Jack Daniels, 3030 with a quick wave out of ACNJ. Take care, my friend.
Well, Roger Lee, I heard you 308, then 3030 keyed up in there. Hey, 3030. Have a good in there, sir. Good to hear you in there, too. Keep on keeping on. I'm back out.
Good evening time, Mr. Jack Daniels, 588 out around the bottom side of New Jersey, said welcome to the weekend and have a good evening.
Well, Roger Lee there, 588. Boy, every one of y'all in there. Man, it's good to hear all of y'all.
Hey, likewise, big brother. Always good to hear you out there. Mr. Jack Daniels, take care. Enjoy the weekend. Jack Daniels, I'll see you.
Well, Roger Lee, 588. You have a good one, too, sir. Catch you later. Back out.
Bump on.
Yo, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Where you at, in the shop or in the house?
No, I'm in the house.
Oh, you got permission to come back in?
What was that again?
You got permission to come back in?
Oh, I sent her upstairs earlier this evening.
Hey, Roger. Hey, 588?
Yes, sir.
You didn't send her upstairs. She went on her own accord. I would bet on that.
No, I sent her upstairs. I said, Brother Rat's being a bad boy tonight, so I didn't want her to hear it.
Anyway, Frank. Hello, Jay.
Yo.
I was watching them lumberjack competition there, and the females, they set 3 new world records.
Oh, is that right?
Well, you can't watch that lumberjack championship though on the regular TV channels.
Oh, okay.
You got to go on the internet. You got to log in.
Yeah, well, you won't find me doing that.
Well, you got to log in to watch that lumberjack championship.
Oh, I get, yeah, LOG. You can't forget the LOG.
You're into what?
The lumberjack channel.
What?
LOG.
The lumberjack channel, you gotta log in, right?
Okay, thank you.
Where'd little Dave disappear to? He disappeared on us.
Where's Catnap? What? Catnap.
Yes, sir.
Tom found they had these lumberjack competitions, but they were all women. But you won't find it on regular television. You have to go on the internet and log in. LOG. Rat didn't get it.
Log into what?
That's so funny.
I'm so messed up, man. Tell me about it another time when I'm not so darn high.
That's like poor, what was his name, over in Bridgeton, doggone. He didn't know the phone number for 911. We asked him, what was his name?
Charlie Chan.
That's it. We asked Charlie Chan what the phone number was for 911, and he couldn't tell us. Oh, man, did we crack up laughing.
Oh, man. You all got to be ashamed of yourself for picking on that man.
Is he still around? Anybody know?
Yeah, I see him out there at his sister, because he lives with his sister right down the street from my sister-in-law's. But, yeah, he's still around.
Hey, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Is he on the radio anymore?
Is what?
Is he on the radio anymore?
No, I haven't heard him on the... Well, I can't really say if he's not on the radio because I know he doesn't have this channel, though. So, but I can't really say he's still on the radio or not. He may be.
I got you. Look, for years, we couldn't figure out if he had this channel or not, but that's close enough. As long as he's alive and doing well, I'm happy.
Next time when I go past his house, if he's out there in the yard, I'll stop and find out from him for sure.
And you tell him Brother Rat said hello. I met him at Sand Party, like 15 years ago. We bonded. He's a good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, old Charlie Chan, a good guy. He's a good guy. We always picked on him, messed with him, you know, but he took it in stride, though. He knew we was always playing with him.
Hey, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Didn't he used to live on the same road with what the hell's his name? Fella that passed away.
Potluck, right? He lived maybe about 10 houses from Potluck, maybe 8 to 10 houses from him.
He's still there?
Yeah, he's still there. He's still at the same spot with his sister.
Hey, Frank.
Yes, sir, Tom.
Was Charlie Chan in the tent?
What was that again about Charlie Chan?
Was he in the tent over there at Sam's party?
That I'm not sure, because at the time I wasn't there myself, so I'm not really sure if he was there or not.
I have a dumb question.
Been in the sock puppet action.
I have a dumb question.
Go ahead.
Is Charlie Chan Asian?
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure what nationality. I think he's got some Indian in him.
Oh, okay.
That's a curveball.
Many months, but I would. No, he's not Indian.
What is he, Rat?
Probably, like you said, I don't know exactly. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, I think he's mixed with Indian.
Look, that's the scuttlebutt for years, and he seems to be that way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do remember. Well, yeah, next time I'm going past my sister-in-law's and past this house, I'll catch him out there in the yard. I'll stop and ask him, does he have a radio with this channel? He would be the life of the party. I think he would run Brother right off the channel. Really, I tell you. Was he there that night, Rat? Do you remember?
I don't answer stupid questions.
Yeah, but I know Charlie Chan always got around and stuff, but I don't like I said, I wasn't there, so I can't really say if he was or not, you know. I didn't know. Well, I know you were there. Well, that's why I asked you if he was there, so I didn't really take it as a stupid question, though, really. That's why I asked you.
Well, I consider a stupid question. Because I slept in a tent. That's all there was to it. Everybody else put things to it that were not true. So,
Why, he didn't try flirting with you, did he?
I don't know what I saw. You could say it wasn't true, but I don't know what I saw.
Oh, we must be busting up somebody's conversation out there. There's somebody out there that this goes, they won't shut the hell up. That's so funny.
Frank,
Yes, sir.
load on tonight. In that tent they had that flash load on, and all I can tell you is there was some obscene stuff going on from the outside. You could see shadows.
Oh, my God. Well, somebody back here in the distance there sounded like they said something about their lovers.
That's what I heard.
I don't know. I can't say because I wasn't there.
You can ask Kenny. You can ask 609.
Copy.
You can ask Slower. Crazy Bob and Sam saw it.
I don't know what to say there, Brother Rat, because I wasn't there. My radio ain't working, Rat?
Working perfectly. Look, not only do I not respond to stupid questions, don't respond to. Well, that was the question you asked me, basically. But either way, it's all bullshit. I'm not gonna. I can't find my words anywhere. I'm not gonna go along with it because it's bullshit. So unless you say something sensible, I'm gonna remain silent.
Oh, I got you. That's what I said. Wasn't you paying attention? I said I can't say nothing about it because I wasn't there. Did you not hear me say that?
I think your radio sounds good tonight, Frank. I don't care what Rat says.
You sound loud and clear to me, Frank.
Thank you, RJ. Thank you, Tom. Brother Rat, he got an ear infection tonight for some reason.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Therefore, I will refrain from entering this stupid conversation. I have no idea what you just said, Frank.
No, I will say, I've repeated for the 5th time. I said I can't say anything about it because I was not there. Did you hear me repeat that 5 times? That's what I said, correct?
Yes, I did hear it at least 5 times.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't saying nothing about it. I was just saying I was not there, so I can't say nothing about it. I wasn't trying to ruffle up your feathers, because I didn't say nothing. Copy?
You didn't ruffle my feathers. Nothing ruffles my feathers, as you put it. See, stupid shit brought it from fucking 20 years ago that I'm no longer entertained. It's gone. Ancient history.
Copy on it being ancient history. I got you. I copied every word you said. You got that too there, RJ?
Oh yeah, I see. Yes, I definitely got that. You choose your words very wisely, Rat.
I don't think he's under the advisement of legal counsel.
there, Frank?
What? Say, what? Was that you, Pegasus? Said what? What? I thought I recognized that. What? Good evening, Pegasus.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. You got it wrong, Catnap. I was supposed to be a oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I am so lost.
Crap.
I have no idea what's going on here. You two are running the show. Please include me.
This is fun.
I'll slow up on you. How about you, Pegasus? He's not answering me either, Rat.
I didn't hear Pegasus.
Yep. Neither did I, but I thought Rat heard him, so I figured I'd holler for him.
I heard somebody say, what? And it sounded like Pegasus. Pegasus, did you say what? Please back me up, brother. Pegasus.
Not in here.
What?
What? That was Pegasus. So fuck y'all.
Pegasus!
Pegasus is not on the air.
What?
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 I'm back.
Hey, there goes Dave. I thought you went to bed.
No, I was on the phone.
Copy.
What's up? Uncle's missing. He's somewhere. We don't know where. He's been missing for like 2 days.
Oh no. He got what do they call it? Alzheimer's?
Well, he's got dementia, and he is diabetic, and he hasn't had his medicine in almost 2 days, and he was pulled over by a Baltimore, Maryland state trooper at 11 o'clock last night, and the last time they pinged his tag was in Newark, New Jersey at 3 in the morning, and no one knows where he's at because he doesn't have a phone. We can't find him. Everybody's been looking for him, so we're just waiting. They got a silver alert out for him, but I told my cousin, I said, well, if you need me, call me. I have my phone all night.
Holy shit, Dave, that's traumatic.
Yeah, I know. It's a mess. But you know how stupid some people are. His son, they called the state trooper in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, he lives out there in Hesstown off of Port Cumberland Road. He left his house at 7 in the morning, and he wasn't seen again until 11 at night when he got pulled over by a cop, because I'm assuming that he doesn't have his medicine, so he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And the trooper called the son, and the son said, nah, he's all right, let him drive home, and they let him drive home.
But he didn't drive home.
He didn't drive home. He ended up, they pinged his tag at 3 in the morning at Newark, New Jersey, and that's the last time anybody's seen anything.
Dave, who was it that told him to let him drive home? Was it, did you say his son?
Yeah, my cousin, his son, he's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Yeah. When you have a state trooper call you at 11 o'clock at night and tell you they got your father in fucking Baltimore, Maryland, and he lives in New Jersey, don't you think, he's 77 years old, don't you think there might be a little bit of a problem? You might say, well, take him to the hospital and I'll come get him.
Yeah, not just let him fucking drive home.
Fucking idiots. I'm telling you, wait till, if I see him, I'm going to smack him right upside his head. I told my cousin, I said, when you get Uncle Louie back and you get his truck, I say, take that motherfucker's truck and drive it right through Tommy's fucking front door.
Who's Tommy? His son?
His son, my other cousin, yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to keep up.
Yeah, that's stupidity. That's what she's dealing with, a lot of stupidity. But they have a silver alert out for him. They got his tag number, but I told her, I said, well, if you need anybody to go with you, I said, oh, I'll take my truck if you got an idea when they ping his tag. I said, we'll all go. And she said, okay. She said, I'll call you. It's always something.
I hope you get nothing but good news, Dave.
Yeah, well, me too. That's what I said. Hopefully they find him and take him to a hospital, because now they have that silver alert out. They know he's diabetic and he has not had his medicine in a long time. So he probably don't even know who the hell he is right now. So if they find him, hopefully they'll take him to a hospital, get him some medicine, and keep him there until somebody in the family, which is my cousin Margie, because she is power of attorney on him, and she's been calling everybody. Crazy.
Yes.
That's it. When you get that old, I think you ought to just go out back and shoot them.
Wait a minute! I'm old!
I know, I just messing with you, right? That's why I said it.
Easy, Dave, easy.
Not you, Ted. You'll never be old.
Yeah, Ted's older than me. Then what you got to say, Dave?
Ted's got underwear older than you, right, Rat?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's just a mess.
Oh, Dave, I'm not trying to make light of your situation, but, you know, you gotta laugh or cry.
Oh yeah, hey, listen, it's all good. Hopefully it all works out.
I'm praying for you. He's probably up near Maine by now.
Well, that's what my cousin said. She said the way he drives, he's probably halfway to California by now, because nobody knows. I said, well, so what good thing is he does not have Easy Pass and stuff. And when they put that silver alert out, it goes across the whole country. So any toll that he goes through will automatically ping that tag, and they'll know exactly where he's at. And I said, well, hopefully, but there has not been a ping since 3 in the morning when he was in Newark, New Jersey, which means his truck may not be moving.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, go ahead.
How new is this truck?
I think it's fairly new, a couple-year-old Chevy Silverado. It's charcoal gray.
Well, don't the banks and dealerships, don't they have a tracker on them? I think, for what I've been hearing lately, they got trackers on them where they can be tracked.
Maybe.
Yeah, I agree with Frank, yes. Most cars have a tracking device on them from the factory.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that the cops down there that are looking for him would be smart enough to figure it out, because they put the silver alert out, and he doesn't even carry credit cards with him, because I said he's got to stop and get gas. So my cousin Margie, my Uncle Lou, always carries a lot of cash, and Margie, my cousin, said she knows for a fact 2 days ago he had $1,000. Let me call you right back. Hold on.
I would check all the dollar bill discos.
What are you?
That's what I'll be checking.
All the dollar bill discos between Maryland and Maine.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Thank you.
Either that or Starbucks.
Starbucks?
Or, yeah, some coffee place, I guess.
Oh, they got him. He's in Virginia.
Oh, no.
He's in Virginia. They're taking him to the hospital right now. So both of my cousins are on their way to Virginia right now.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord. That's the good thing they got him.
That's crazy, though.
So he went from Baltimore to North Jersey back to Virginia?
Yeah, he went from Hesstown, out here in Port Cumberland, to Baltimore, to Newark, and now he's in Virginia. But they got him. They somehow they got his tag. The police pulled him over. They're taking him to the hospital right now. She just got the call, so they're in their cars right now. They're heading to Virginia.
Newark, Delaware, or Newark, New Jersey?
He was in Newark, New Jersey.
Damn, man, he put some miles on.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, because I said does he doesn't carry a credit card, but she said he's got $1,000 cash on him. She knows he does, so he's got plenty of money for gas.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you don't hear these stories too often.
Not good stories anyway. You hear of them, but not a good turnout. But thank God that was a good turnout.
Yeah, they got him, and he's heading to the hospital, which is great.
That's good.
I'll get right back with you guys.
Copy.
God bless America. The system worked.
What system is that?
The system that tracked him down.
Okay. Just check.
Alright everybody, I'm going to get ready to shut this thing off and head up these staircase. Everybody, it's been pleasure, it's been fun, but sorry I got to run. Everybody have a good evening, a good weekend, what's left of it. Catch everybody later.
Better, Frank. Maybe I'll catch you tomorrow night.
Copy. Yeah, come on out tomorrow night, Ted. Enjoy. Alright everybody, catch y'all later.
Hey, Frank,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry you got the runs. I hope you feel better. Have a good night.
Alright, Tom, I thank you much, man. You and yours have a good evening.
Have a good night there, Mr. 588. Always a pleasure. I gotta do the same thing, man. I gotta run out here. I gotta go rest my head on that pillow. Get ready for work tomorrow. 588, have a good evening. We'll do it again when we can. Number 10, 3030, Brother Rat, Catnap, Mr. Dave. Anybody else that's out there listening, I know I messed somebody, I'm gonna piss somebody off, but hey, listen, we gotta go. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you.
Later, Skip. Hold them assholes, man. Have a good day tomorrow, man. Be safe.
Yeah, not gonna take us. Catnap, Brother Rat, 10, Tom, RJ, Dave, everybody have a good evening. I'm clear. Bump, bump.
Wow. The last time you unkeyed, Frank, was a clusterfuck. Hundreds of signals. Easy way, Frank. Love you, brother. Always fun to talk to you. See you next time.
Copy on that, Brother Rat. Have a good one, man.
It's getting late, ain't it? What do you call late, John? It's after 9:30. And your point? Well, normally, station goes dead about this time. Well, not when I'm out here. It's holding in southern Illinois. And not as long as there's skip rolling. It's holding in southern Illinois, too. I guess we're on central time here. It's 8:36. 8:36 Central Time, Roger. We are in southern Illinois, the very state of Illinois, down to western Kentucky, on the banks of the Ohio River, which is the state line. Are we done? It's up to you.
Yeah, are you done? Catnap.
What's up, Dave?
What's going on? Catnap, were you on Delsea Drive tonight? I don't even know what time it would have been. Maybe 6 o'clock-ish?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't remember what time. I think I left work. Yeah, probably around 6 o'clock. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so my next question is you got a full-face helmet. Did you have a backpack on?
Yep.
I knew it. I thought I saw you the other day, too. I said, damn it, that's Catnap.
Sure, yeah, that's me.
Yep, because every time I see that bike, it looks just like mine. You know, I had the V65, and as soon as I see it, I said, that's Catnap.
Sure shit, man.
We just got done eating dinner. We went out to dinner tonight. When I got done work, I came home, got a shower, we all went to Olive Garden. We were coming out of Olive Garden, and there you go, and I said, damn it, that's Catnap.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. It's kind of easy to pick them bikes out because you don't see them too often anymore.
That's very true.
Listen, that's how my buddy knew it was me one day. I was up in Hamilton, and I don't get up that way much. He was up there doing something, and I was at, it was a sub shop up there. I don't know if it was, what the hell is a sub shop up there on 30, you know, that we don't have much around here. Like Jimmy John's or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar.
But anyway, we were there eating, me and the wife, and he come pulling in, he said, I knew that was you. I knew it, he said, because who else would have a V65 that's mint like this thing? And he said, I knew it because he's seen a picture of my bike before. He owns his own trucks. I mean, what are the odds of that? Somebody finding me town all the way up there in Hamilton.
That is pretty cool. What are the odds? But when you got one of them, one of a kind or something, you don't see very often, you stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, yeah, that's how when I saw you the other day, and then I saw this same, looked like the same jacket, the same backpack, same helmet, and the same bike, and I was like, man, that's got to be Catnap.
Oh yeah, you got me.
I got you. Now I know it's you. I'll have to start getting your attention.
Yeah, give a little beep beep. Yeah, my main mission when I get on Dusty Drive is get that hell on Dusty Drive as fast as I can.
Absolutely. Now, what do you do? Run up to college and cut across?
Yeah, college to Sherman and then up, past the hospital and everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You take, what is that, the first, Jesse, or whatever the first one is, past the dump there?
Yep.
Yeah, I got to get out there this weekend on that road because that's where my friend lived. Well, he passed away, but his wife's still there, and I got to go out and look at a couple of trucks.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I'm going to end up with his truck. She wants me to have it, and then while I'm there, she wants me to move a couple cars for her. She's got a Nova and stuff, but she wants me to buy everything off of her. She said, just buy it. Give me a price, and I said, okay. So I told her, I said, I've just been so busy dealing with my house and stuff, I haven't had time to get there. His house is directly across the street from Spinelli.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
Yep, all the way back in the woods. The Mortaranas. The blue house right there before Spinelli, on the other side of the road from Spinelli. The blue house is his mother's house, and then there's that long concrete driveway, and that goes back to his house. Did you ever know Joey Sansalone? Joey lived right next to Spinelli.
Yeah, apparently the Amish have it now.
Ragchew. Yeah, it's, I was talking to him, he was in my work the other day because he's still got a triaxle he was running, And he said he's going to have a big barbecue. He wants me to come over to his house. I said, all right. So I'll bring the wife with me. Last time my wife seen him, he was, no lie, he's a crazy son of a, he was running around his backyard with a knife like Rambo. And he was jumped on his pig and he was stabbing the pig because he wanted to butcher it. And that's how he kills it.
Oh my God.
He's a crazy, he's a little whacked out, a little bit.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah, go ahead.
are you talking about the guy that was just missing? I lost track a little bit ago.
No, that was my uncle. This guy is a good friend of mine. He lived right next to Spinelli's at Joe Sansalone. But he's a little crazy. I say he had how he used to kill his pigs because he had a bunch of pigs. But when he would get one butchered here and there, he would actually go out and kill him with a knife. Like he didn't shoot him or anything like that. But the one he jumped on its back and was stabbing it until it died.
Holy shit.
He's crazy.
Went full primal.
Oh yeah. He's like Rambo. He had the bandana on his head. He was a little out there. Good dude though. All good people.
Even if they were a little loony.
Yeah. But the man gave you a shirt off his back, and anytime you called him, he was there to help you. You know what I mean? I don't mind people that are a little weird. It's all right. They probably think I'm a little weird sometimes.
Hey, no, I didn't mean that derogatorily. It was his way of killing a pig. You know, everybody has different ways of doing things.
Yeah, now I would have thought a little different if he was trying to do something else to the pig before he killed it, but I get it.
What are you referring to, Dave?
You'd have to use your imagination. Catnap knows. He probably, as soon as I said that, Catnap knew what I was talking about.
Catnap, I asked you.
He was using his poker, we'll put it that way, and not his knife poker.
With pigs?
Yeah, with a pig. He's like, you big fat pig.
Did you notice for a fact?
No, not at all. But I'm saying if he was doing it when I saw him, I would think he was really crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's a bad imagination we got, right?
No, it was not my imagination, it was yours.
Yeah, how'd we go there?
I don't know, Dave. We're talking about weird shit.
Yeah, talking about fat pigs.
And porking them.
Yeah, and porking them. Yeah, he was pork and beaning them. He was adding some sausage to his pork.
Shut up, Dave.
Alright, that's enough.
Neighbor physically jumped on his back with a butcher knife in his hand and was stabbed it over the head.
Yeah, he was riding it alright.
Did you hear that hillbilly describe a pig's death like it's normal?
I can't hear him now, he faded out, but where'd everybody else go? Where did Tom and everybody go? Did they sign off and I didn't hear them?
I never knew anybody to kill one quite that way.
Brother Rat, did Tom and them sign off and I didn't hear them?
No.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Skip out there. Skip coming in from somewhere. He is.
Where'd you go, Tom?
No, that's just in here, dude. He's shot dead.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if you were still out there.
But I never seen one that one.
That Skip's covering up the fucking locals.
He's covering me up too, right?
Dave, please.
Well, you said the locals, so I didn't know if I was a local or if I'm just, I don't know. I'm an out-of-towner, actually.
Dave, stop begging for flowers.
No flowers here, none.
Them old boys are coming in out there from somewhere. Let me swing around here, and get out of here.
guy sounds drunk, like he's been drinking a lot.
What's going on? No, the skip does not cover you up. It barely registers when you're talking. I'm just fucking with you.
Alright, that's good, that's good.
Davey, I don't know what you learned. I have no idea. Don't care. You've always given me slamming signal, like you are tonight.
Alright. No, I just run a little Phantom 500, that's all I run down here. These things don't do that much.
Whatever you say, Dave.
Roger. I think it's Catnap, isn't that what you run, the Phantom 500?
Your version, you got the Bill version, right?
Yes. What is yours? But what does yours do? You do 1,000 too, right?
Yeah, high power 1600.
Yeah, this one does 1,000. I think just a hair over, that's it.
What's today, 6 though, 8 though?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
All the big ones are sitting here next to me, but I don't need all that power. I don't. Not yet.
Not until he gets the hole drilled, Catnap.
Yeah, speaking of which, Brother Rat, did you look at the pictures yet? And then you can see where, I'll tell you where I got to drill that hole, and you'll understand why I got to be very careful.
Oh, I didn't incorporate that. Yes, I did see the 2 pictures, but I didn't link them with a hole in the wall.
Alright, so if you look at the pictures, down below where the meter is, straight down where that big conduit goes into the house is exactly where I got to drill the hole. Below that is where the hole for the conduit, I got to drill like an 1.5 inch hole through the side of the house, right below that conduit, but the panel is on the other side of that wall, about 2 inches past that, the block wall. So I got to be, the wood. So I have to be very careful, and it has to be sealed that I don't go through everything. So I'm going to have to get me, somebody will have to be over here to give me a hand, because I can't be inside and outside at the same time.
Okay, listen, I got one question. Why is it imperative that it be in that exact location which presents so many problems?
Alright, so I'm going to tell you. So the tower, if you were standing at that meter and turned around, my deck, or you turn to the, so if you're looking at the picture, to the left is my deck. Both coaxes are going to run behind my step in conduit, and then it's going to go along the ground, about 10 feet along the ground, and come straight up and then straight in right there, right below them. So it's going to be in conduit, because the tower is right behind it. So the line is going to be buried underground in conduit, and it has to go in right there. And right there is where I need it to come in, because that is where the wood sill is above the brick, and that's the only spot that's not finished in my basement. So I can bring it in through the it's like a little closet where the electrical panel is. That's where it has to come through the wall at.
That's disgusting. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things, and that's why it has to go right there. But my buddy Tom, I could get him to do it one day.
Disgusting.
I know, I'm just messing with him.
Nobody cares where your deck is.
Yeah, you want to come play on my big deck.
Whoa! Did you say deck?
Yeah, my big deck. Listen, we could all play on my big deck, because it's big.
Yeah, if you trim your bushes, it makes your deck look bigger.
No, I rip my bushes out. My deck looks huge. I cut the trees down, I cut the bushes down. It just looks like the Sahara Desert is how big my deck is. My deck actually looks like it goes to the neighbors. I could have a block party and fit everybody on my deck. What was that, Tom?
Has a neighbor ever been on your deck?
All my neighbors at the same time have been on my deck. Then they all said, we wish we had a deck this big.
Your deck is the talk of the neighborhood.
You ain't lying. Especially those the lady neighbors, when they come over and get on my deck, they don't even want to go home. They're like, our husbands don't have decks like this. What do you think about that, Rat? Rat probably fell off his chair laughing.
That's pretty good.
You ever see that skit all the comedians did about the big deck?
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah, it was Jeff Foxworthy. There was like 4 or 5 of them. Oh, that was so funny about the big deck.
That's right, Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Yes, yeah, that was funny as crap.
Watching Ron White now is fucking hilarious. He talks about when he did all that shit with them. He said by the end of the night, I don't know how the hell I shut up on that fucking stove.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. They were good together when they were all together. It was Jeff Foxworthy, wasn't it, Larry the Cable Guy, and the other 2.
Jeff Foxworthy, the Cable Guy, Ron White, and Bill Engvall.
Yep, that's it. What are you doing down there, Tom? You alright?
Yeah, just listening to you guys.
Alright, well, you're allowed to talk. You...
Said they put it on the shelf.
Who said that?
Brother Rat.
No, he did not. He won't even talk to us now. I don't know what happened to him.
I went outside to take a whiz and grab a beer.
I was going to say that, but I figured that's what you were doing. Get a beer, take a piss. You need to get an outside speaker so you don't miss anything.
Dave, I don't miss anything. You've been in this shed. 4 feet from the door, I can hear everything that goes on the radio.
Oh, Ragchew. I think we lost RJ and 10 and stuff tonight. I didn't hear Frank anymore either.
Frank signed off.
Oh, maybe I was on the phone, that's why I didn't hear him. I figure RJ's got to work tomorrow, probably.
I believe that's so.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, David.
Farmer was telling us today that they fired the loader guy at Mojave.
Who, Mike?
I don't know. He said he's a younger guy. He's only been there for a little bit of time, and he's slow as death. He keeps overloading trucks, and they got rid of him.
Oh man, there's a couple. There's a black kid. It seems to have just started. Mike's been there. Nobody's been there a long time because they haven't even been open that long, you know?
So he said the only thing he told us was the kid's always saying, "Whoa, easy man," and he went to school to learn how to run a loader. So does that make sense to you?
No, Mike's 50-something. He lives in Tuckahoe. There's another guy that runs the dredge and gets on the loader sometimes. There's a skinny kid who I just started seeing for the first time think he's real new. He's, I don't know, he's nice as can be. He seems unsure of himself, like he'll sit there and keep looking at the truck like wondering if someone else is going to load you or so. I don't know what's up with that. And there's a black kid, I'm not sure his job's really to run the loader. I think he's like supposed to maintain the plants, but he jumps in a loader sometimes.
And the other thing he said about him was, like when he goes back to get that little bit, the last bucket, he's like lifting it up and down, up and down, up and down, instead of knowing what he needs, within the second time he should have had it, but he said he does that all the time, and he's been overloading a lot of trucks.
They all seem to do just what you're talking about. They all seem to go up and down a lot of times. They do that at Tuckahoe, too. I don't know if it's the kind of scales they're running, but they'll do it like 3, 4, 5 times, like every truck. And one day I started to pull away because I was doing my paperwork, and he didn't load me. I thought I was done being loaded. So I started to pull away. I said, "Thank you, sir," on the radio. And he said, wait a minute, I'm not done loading you. I said, "Oh, my bad." I thought he was done because it took so long. But she's constantly calling for them to bring just a little up to the scale. But even with the experienced operators, I think they're having a problem with the scales or something. I really do.
Yeah, well, they should get used to their loader. We got 9 loaders that load all day out at our place, and I mean, I know my scale. Like, very, very, very rare do I have anybody dumping off or having to go give them a little bit. It's very rare. Like, I might have 1 truck a day out of the 100 trucks, 100 and some trucks I load every day by myself. So it's rare.
Well, like a week ago or so, they loaded me about 6,000 pounds heavy. And I got on the scale, I thought, whoa. And I forget. He said, I actually thought when I pulled up there, I thought, shoot, they're not going to let me leave the plant. And because some won't, they won't allow you to leave. And she said, "Are you okay with that?" I said, "Yeah, that's fine." And when I went back in, it was their most experienced guy. He told me, "I'm really sorry." He said, "I forgot to zero the scale."
Oh, Ragchew.
But that's the most... the reason I'm kind of wondering is the guy Mike is like the most experienced guy. When I went in there on, Friday, it was Wednesday, was the last time I was in that plant. When I went in there on Wednesday, I called for him. Another kid loaded me. And I said, how about it, Mike? And he never came back. So I'm wondering if it's him they let go. But he'd been there a long time.
I'm not sure. I'll text Farmer tomorrow and find out who it was they got rid of. He told me a couple times, but he didn't. I don't know if he said the name, but and then I'll text you and tell you who it was.
I heard Farmer on the radio. I was running. Where the heck did I have to run? I had to run down the Ocean View to a job. I had to run 3 loads of fill dirt, and I could hear Farmer on 19 talking to one of the Pennsylvania trucks. And he was laughing about the guy they hired. I didn't catch the whole story, but he was laughing because the guy they hired looks just like the guy that was already there. But I couldn't figure out what he was talking about because I didn't catch the beginning of it. But that's what he was talking about.
Roger.
He was calling me. He said, that guy's like his little brother. He said, I had to ask him if they were related. But yeah, that's really interesting to me. You gotta text him and ask him, because ask him if it was Mike. Was it Mike that they let go? Because he went in there the other day.
Roger, yeah, I'll text him and find out for you.
I'd hate for it to be him. He's a good guy. They're all nice. Our whole group talks about that's the nicest pit you can go in from top to bottom, man. You can't even mess up in there. They're so nice. The other pits, man, they're pretty good. But over at Tuckahoe's, like A-Gate there, man, oh man, they're so busy, and you can't do anything right over there. They'll tell you, can you move up 6 inches? Can you move back 6 inches?
Oh, Lord. Tom, I ought to come down there one day and run their loaders so they can see the difference.
Yeah, 10-4, Dave. Yeah, you want to just get right in there, don't even say nothing, just get in there, lock the door.
Yeah. They probably try to hire me. I'm not saying I'm good, but I'm pretty damn good.
The guy over at Action, he doesn't load nearly as many trucks as some of these other plants, but he doesn't have a scale. And I'll tell you what, he'll put you within 50 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Used to be years ago, there was a guy named Larry Kramer over at Tuckahoe Sand. They called him Big Bucket. That was his nickname out there. And he would load the first truck early in the morning, you know, whoever the first guy was. He'd load them close as he could, and he'd take a little sand or whatever up to the scale. And he'd put whatever he needed to get the guy at 80,000 or 72, whatever the truck was registered at. And after he did the first truck in the morning, he was good for the rest of the day. Once he figured out, like, the moisture content.
Yeah, all those years I ran the loader at Kennedy and stuff, we never had a scale, never. And I was always pretty damn close, because you got to get used to your machine, just like my loader now. So I know how much I can pick up. My loader has got an 8 cubic yard bucket on it. So I know how many ton I can get of concrete sand versus topsoil. Everything weighs different, but I know now, it's been so many years, I know how much I can get roughly in the bucket. And when I go back to get, that little tiny, most of the time I need like a ton and a half, that's the most. I can hit that pile, and 90% of the time when I back out and raise it up, I got exactly what I needed.
Yeah, it's crazy, but, the equipment operators are all different. I don't know why. Everybody's running pretty much the same machine now, no matter what pit you go in. And, like, if you go in the Seashore, that guy over there, he'll put 2 buckets on you, and he'll be right on the money every time. You know when he's done putting that second bucket on, you just look up and wave and pull away, Most of the other plants gotta load you in 3. He can load you in 2, same machine.
Yeah, if I load concrete sand, I can do it in 2. If I load bar, it's lighter. It holds less moisture, so I got to go back and get like a ton. But that's we call them the small buckets, because they're 8 cubic yards. The big loaders are 9.8 cubic yards, and they're always doing it in 2.
Well, they're loading me over there at that plant with, I'm talking about the same plant, same machines, different guys, Over there, they're loading me with, what am I getting over there, I-5? Trying to think what they're calling that. It's recycled asphalt,
If it's asphalt, it's K5.
Yeah. Well, they got all different designations, because some of them mix the concrete fines in with it. Some of them mix the straight up asphalt. They're mixing the concrete fines in, so I think they are calling that K5 over there.
Yeah, Roger.
Don't you call your sands K4 and K5?
Yeah, K5 is like an asphalt sand. And then we have concrete sand, of course, and the bar sand, which they consider K5B, or K4B, I'm sorry. And then we have a fine sand, so they do the same thing. That's K4, something else they call it.
Yeah, but the K4 and the K5 are like nearly the same darn thing, and there's hardly any difference in price either.
Well, the K4 and K5 has, the K5 has more grit, and that's why they use it for the asphalt and stuff. The K4 doesn't have as much grit. So it's not far off, but if you're doing asphalt, I'd rather go with the K5.
But we're not doing asphalt, we're doing septics with it,
Ah, well then you go with K4 then. You don't need the grit for that.
No,
got you.
Crazy how much sand they got. Look, you go in there and over the mountain, you think to yourself, every 2 years selling that much sand. And, you know, you run, in a couple of days you go in another pit, you get back, and, you know, they run all that sand out of there. I'll tell you what, man, if they get that 3/4 local in there, people come from everywhere to get that. When they call up and say, hey, we got some 3/4 local, we put that back in the yard because they're coming out of PA and everywhere for that stuff.
Oh yeah, we can't keep ours. They got orders out for years that people want it.
I've heard people on the radio say, hey, if we can have a little more 3/4 local, please call us and let us know. I hear them say, okay, I will know. You ever meet that girl over there by Hobby?
No, I never met any of them.
The one at Seashore used to be a truck driver. She used to drive for, not Pearson, what's it called? South State.
Yeah, South State. Yep. The guy, right? Because the Seashore is the wife's business, right?
Now, Seashore, the Skillo, she's an ex-truck driver. She lives in Hammond. And over here at Mojave, they live way out front in a house they're renovating, and they're not married. They're pretty young.
Oh, I know.
Like he's the manager and she's the scale.
So Tom, down there, I haven't been down there, but in their radius, underneath the K5, how many ton do you think their radius holds?
They don't probably do it the way you do. You probably just keep on notching it over and it's one continuous radius pile. They seem to make one pile all the time in one spot, and then they'll move it like quarter ways and make a completely different pile, and then they'll go back to that. I really don't know why they're doing it. I haven't caught on, you know, and like they're so nice and I'm friendly with them and everything. I don't want to get on their nerves. I don't want to ask them. You can't do it on the radio. They're too busy for that. You know what I mean?
Well, I know why they're doing it. They'll do a cone, and if it has just say 20,000 ton in it, then they got to let it dry out, and they probably won't load it for like a day or two after they put it there, and then that's why they're making a new one.
Okay, very good.
We do that every once in a while, but our radius holds 130,000 ton, and usually our radius is 3/4 full. So when we get back towards the back end, by now the stacker's right behind, and that's how we keep going. But we fill the whole radius, but it holds 130,000 ton in our radius.
Well, next time I'm in there, I'll take some. I had some pictures. I just took them out of my camera. I just was deleting stuff. Next, all the plants are kind of interesting and they're all unique, you know, in their own way. But I don't know that I'm going to be going back in there soon because he talked about I'm going to be running out of South State up in Bridgeton.
Oh, I know.
And you want to see the pile of Burks they got up at that place. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I don't think there's a pile that big outside of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, my buddy was doing some work up there, some welding with the company that he was with up there, and he said they had some big piles over there.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing when you look at the pile, like that it's not from right there. In other words, it's all been trucked in, and when you see the size of that pile, it's amazing how many trucks must be in that pile. I mean, just infinite.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's like our bar radius. We had to make our bar stacker taller to put more sand in the radius. I think our bar radius holds like 160-some thousand ton, and it's tall. I mean, it's up there. And every once in a while, we have to put a dozer up on top of the very top of that bar radius to push it so we can add more to it because we run out of room to put the bar sand. It's up there.
Mojave's pretty wet. they're always back dragging the roads and stuff to get rid of the water. They got an excavator running, like, they got the pipes going across the haul roads, and they got an excavator constantly keeping the trench, large trench opened up all the way back to where they're, where the dredge is. They're pretty wet back in there, so I don't know, man. And they make the stone on one side of the plant, and they got a long ways to go to bring it over into the bin. Sometimes I'm going to get 3/4 stone. I don't know why they pick me, but they'll load me from underneath the cone. And, the stuff's soaking wet and stuff, but I think it's just because they don't want a bunch of people getting confused, you know what I mean? Because they try to keep, most people, I don't know if your place is big in there, but they're big on keeping the traffic all going the same direction and all.
Yeah, that's how we are. Everybody's got to go one way. We used to have them going two ways, but you know how truck drivers are. They get all fucked up and mess everybody up, so we change the direction to one way.
Yeah, and some of the places you get loaded, I'm telling you, literally like a half mile out of your boat. Well, seashores like that too, Mojave's like that, seashores like, you go like a half mile out of your way to get back to the scale just simply because that's the way they got the traffic direction. And don't play around going too fast either.
Nope, that's how ours is. It's 10 miles an hour. Every time somebody does something wrong, I say, you're going to have the sand police out here. And I tell them, I say, you don't want to pay that fine. I said, because the fine is every operator gets a breakfast sandwich.
Some of them say 5.5, some of them say 8 miles an hour.
Ours is 10. It's got 10 miles an hour on the signs.
Some of them have, like the signs, there's highways like that out in front of my house here too. They got one sign and you're going along and then another sign says another thing and you're like, what's the speed limit of this place? You know what I mean? Because it's got like wrong sign.
Yep.
As long as you're pretty darn respectful that nobody says nothing to you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like if we got a guy that's going a little fast, it doesn't matter. But then we get some of these knuckleheads that come in there and they're doing like 50 miles an hour going around roads. We're like, whoa, we'll stop them right away. So they slow down. They're like, okay, I'm sorry.
I think everybody knows you got to put it in a low gear in the gravel. Just like getting on the scales 50-some years ago, probably 50 years ago, I got in trouble going into an asphalt plant with a truck, pulled on the scale and hit the brakes, and it was one of the ones where they used to put the weights on, like to weigh you inside, the weights on the, what I'm talking about. And man, that guy came out of that scale and tore into me. I'm, probably 20 years old or something, and never made that mistake again. I roll onto the scale in the creeper gear and just knock her out of gear and let the truck roll to a stop. I don't even touch the brakes.
Yeah, our scales say stop before entering the scale. Must be a full stop. And if you don't, Chuck is out there and he hollers at him. He said, don't you ever pull on that scale like that again.
Yeah, I don't think the modern scales are as touchy, but I don't know what the young guys are thinking or whatever, but I got in trouble once and have never forgotten it. So that girl in there never hears my brakes. She never sees my tire. I roll to a stop.
Yeah, but even the new ones like ours, if you go up there too fast and you jam your brake on, just say you hit your brakes hard, that scale is still going to slam into the concrete back and forth, and they sit on those big airbags, so it does mess stuff up, and then they got to get recalibrated. So that's why the signs are there, and he wants everybody in like granny gear pulling up on there.
How many scales do you have?
2.
What's the, how does the guy get his ticket? Does it come through like a vacuum chute?
No. So when he pulls up there, so when you come into the yard, everybody has a card. It looks like a credit card, and it has your truck number, your name, and when you pull up to the ticket thing, you put your card in it, and then it'll come up with your name and everything, and then You pick your customer that you're going to. You push the button, you go out, you go to the pile that you need to, because now it's in our computer, because every loader that we have has a computer. So when you come in, you check in, I know what you're getting, because it says it on my computer screen in my loader. And then when I load you in and I'll click it, you're off, and when you get up on the scale, pull up on the scale, you go to the next box, put your card back in it, and you hit that you got it, and then there's a big printer right there. It prints your ticket right out. You take your ticket, you put the other three copies back in the box, and you pull off, and you're going.
So you guys don't even need to talk to the guy on the radio?
Not at all. Not at all. We don't have to, but we do.
It's crazy how every pit is so completely different. I mean, completely different. You know, like, whether it's one scale or two scales, some of them got the vacuum chute. You go in there, Tuckahoe Sand, they got a computer ticket that comes out. You pull up the scale and the computer ticket comes out of the thing. Most of them are being done like almost completely by the CB radio, like when you come in, like for instance, when I come in, it's Eli's EX101, 23-ton or 3/4 local, and both the scale and the loader operator will acknowledge, and when you're getting back up on the scale, it'll be 101 heavy with 3/4 local, heavy on the scale, and then she says, okay, I got you, and then you pull up and it comes down the vacuum. Every one of the plants is like so different. It's like the first time in there, you're like intimidated because they're so different, and they're not always nice in them places.
Yeah, not always. No. So ours, if say you came in there, you'd never been there, when you pull in, you can pull up by the scale, you can walk in, they'll tell you exactly what you got to do, and then you'll go out, you'll get loaded, and they'll tell you where to go, and then you can talk to all the loader guys. Every loader's got a CB. The scale house does not have a CB, and you don't want to talk to them anyway. They're a bunch of knuckleheads, because they're going to tell you to go to the wrong place, and their loader guy's going to have to tell you where you need to be. Anyway, so then once you get loaded, you're going to go up there. When you pull back up on the scale and you stop, because we have, stairs to go down, and you're just going to go back into the office, and they'll print your ticket out until you get a card.
Yeah, but do you leave the truck on the scale, or do you got to exit the scale and then go back to the office?
Nope, you leave the truck on the scale right at the steps. You get out of your door, you climb, we have stairs on both scales have stairs. And then if you're on the far scale, you just walk right to the concrete, walk past the first scale, go in the building, and it takes them like a minute. And they got your ticket, it's printed, you go get back in your truck and you leave.
So I'm saying, some of them, you can't get out of your truck no matter what. Like Mojave, don't get out of your truck. Don't try to go in that scale house. Don't even get out of your truck on the scale. There's no getting out of your truck there. Seashore, don't get out of your truck. Tuckahoe Sand, you can get out, like not on the scale. If you pull up next to the scale on your way in, go and talk to the ladies about what the procedure is and all. You can get in the scale and look through a glass window at them. Action Supply messed up. They let their own drivers park their trucks on the scale, and they go in like a back door, and then they climb back up in their trucks, and you're sitting there waiting, and then like some other guy will pull up and do the same thing, and they'll tear his butt up because you got to get on the scale, and you got to exit the scale, park over in the lot, and then walk back to the scale. You know what I'm saying? Like how are you supposed to know that? I know, because I've been going in there for so many years, but like a new guy, and they're not even nice to you about it. They'll be like, yo, get back in your truck, you can't use this door, because I've heard them do it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I used to, when I worked for Tom, I used to park up on the scale all the time too and go in.
Yeah, but those ones like where they look for, like Tuckahoe, for instance, A-gate over there. I get a 5/8 stone out of that plant. It's a real washed, real beautiful white stone. They use it for landscaping. and it's not yellow, three-quarter, whatever. It's beautiful white, bleached almost white. And sometimes they load it from one spot onto the plant, sometimes they load it from a stockpile, and so they can have loaded you all morning out of one pile, and then you keep coming back in, you're trying not to make the loader operator upset, you pull the same exact spot, I even count the number of feet off the pile, so I'm in the same spot, and then all of a sudden they'll be all over you about, I'm not loading there now, I'm loading over here under the plant, and they're nasty out there. The other drivers from my place would say the same thing. I hate to go in there because it's they're like a woman in there.
That's crazy. Yeah, we have, I'll tell you what, everybody loves, they do. They love coming in our plant. And I'm not bullshitting you, Tom. Everybody you talk to that goes in and out of it, you can probably ask Farmer. I think that everybody that comes in our plant loves our plant the best out of almost every plant they go to.
I don't doubt that for a minute, but your plant's probably the only one I don't go in. My hobby's a pleasure. After you've been in South State up there in Bridgeton, and you know the procedure, you're all right. But I got real lucky. The other driver had been in there before, and he said, why don't you just follow me in there the first time? Because if you didn't ever go in there before, I don't even know how I would have ever found what I was supposed to get loaded with. You got bridges you gotta go over and turns around the pond. I'm like, man, oh man, I don't know how I ever would have found it. And the scale house guy, the first time in there, it's like you gotta break the ice with the guy. Once you break the ice with him, he's fine, but you gotta break the ice, you know. And he's like, the loaders are on, I forget what channel, they might be on 19, I'm not sure. Loaders are on channel 19. I said, thank you, sir. Well, the loader's a Mexican guy, he don't speak English. I don't care what channel he's on, it wouldn't do no good.
Roger. Ours is a little confusing too, because Dunray it's big. It's 1,800 acres, and sometimes you got to drive in. You come in on Mays Landing Road, and sometimes you end up all the way across the property, like almost down towards Union Road. So it's a ways. That's what some drivers said. My God, this place is massive. If they have to come over, it's kind of funny because the side that I run over there and work on is, we call it the A-hole. And we're like, once you come out to the A-hole, you'll never want to go back out that side.
No.
You ask Farmer about the A-hole. He'll tell you. We have a big thing going out there. Everybody loves coming in there. It's funny as shit.
I guess you didn't text him tonight. You're going to text him tonight?
No, I texted him. He didn't answer me. He might be sleeping.
He probably is. Character. He said to me the other day, I got behind him. We were going down the highway, and I just happened to be behind him. And I said, hey, Farmer, eat more yogurt. He said, you son of a gun. He said, isn't it a small world? And he remembered that whole thing from all those years ago. He said, every time I go in there in the morning, you write something else on a rock or something. He said, I was having a blast.
Yeah, when I told him, when we were talking about that, because when he told me about it, and I said to you, he's like, no way, that was him. It brings back memories, right?
Yeah. He said he was having such a good time on that job there. He's always kind of got a smile on his face.
Oh yeah. He's a great guy. And you know what? Years ago at Plant 3, his cousin Pudge was our dredge operator. And he died. I think he had a heart attack years and years ago. But he was a great dude too. His name was Steve.
Yeah, we had a guy named Bruce work with us who reminds me of the Farmer guy, and for some reason, just easy to pick on somehow. I don't know why some guys are like that, but you could tell Farmer gets harassed a lot, you know.
Oh, we hammer him every day, all the time, because he's a chicken farmer. That's how that's how he got his name, Farmer. But he's also got sheep, and when you go there, we're like, Farmer, when we go past your house, why is all the sheep backed up backwards to the fence saying, Daddy? You know what I mean? He just cracks up.
Oh my God.
Oh, we get him every day, and when he comes in, we're like, Farmer, and he's just like, oh, geez.
What towns he live in?
Right down there off of Weymouth Road. Crappy old, I don't know the actual town, but right off of Weymouth.
Weymouth Road goes, there's a Weymouth Road all the way up in Buena, there's a Weymouth Road up in Mays Landing.
Yeah, it's more towards, I guess it would be more towards the Mays Landing part. I'll have to ask Brother John exactly what the name of the town is that he's lived. Now, I've been to his house 3 or 4 times, but I can't remember exactly how I got there.
So you're talking the Weymouth Road that kind of goes by the Buena Regional High School, goes across 54 and ends up all the way up in Mays Landing?
Yeah, but he's down towards the Mays Landing side of it. He's not up by the Buena end.
He's got a pretty good ride to work each day then.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he does. Yeah, listen, Tom, he's got a big metal rooster at the end of his driveway. He's got a big property. And he's got, I don't know, thousands of chickens. But anyway, he's got a big metal rooster out front. That's how you know you're at his house.
Well, why is he driving a truck if he's got all that going on?
He used to own his own trucking company. He had, I don't know, I'm going to say 5 or 6 triaxles. And then he started having medical issues and stuff, and then he sold all of his trucks, and his wife's always been in the farming, so he's always done that. I don't know. I guess he likes driving.
Does Mr. Hand come in there? He's got a green, I don't know what kind of truck. I don't know if it's a Mack or not. But it's usually a pretty darn nice truck, and it says JP Hand or something like that on the side.
I'm not sure. The name sounds familiar. If you sent me a picture of the truck sometime, I would know.
JW Hand, JP Hand, something like that. I think he's from Choose Landing for some reason.
I mean, if he does, he's not a regular, but he may have been in there a couple times.
Yeah, he's always running out of Tuckahoe. For years and years and years running out of Tuckahoe, so maybe he's contracted out to them.
Yeah, probably. He probably hauls for a customer that only wants their sand. Tom, do they still have dial block open down there?
No, that's a strange situation too. I don't know the ins and outs of all that, but they seem to have just opened the building back up, and they've got a boatload of trucks now all of a sudden, and I think they're doing all the truck work in there, like, the services and everything.
Well, you know who owns it, right?
Well, Johnson owns it.
Yeah, but it was, when I went down there, it was, was it Penn Jersey? Penn Jersey, right?
No, you're getting two things. So Penn Jersey's over there in Pleasantville. A-Gate is owned by a guy named, his last name's Johnson, and he retired, and as far as I know, his son runs it now.
Yeah, that's right. So it's A-Gate because I went down there and their foreman Ken wanted to hire me to run a mixer down there, and I said I ain't running a mixer anymore. Then he wanted me to do work down there at dial block and stuff, and then he wanted me to run equipment, and I was like, I don't know. They weren't paying enough back then. I think they only wanted to pay like, I don't know, $30 an hour or something. I was like, nah, I wasn't interested.
Well, when they came in there, the equipment operators were $8.25, but they were like an $8.25, like a gravel pit rate. And when A-Gate came in there, he fired all those guys, and because I knew one guy I knew really well. He fired all those guys, and I guess if they wanted to work for his rate, they could, some of them, the ones he wanted. Another guy I know, he got out of a loader and was running the scale up there at that plant that's off of Port Cumberland Road.
What, Whipco?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know anybody who works there?
Yes, I do.
This guy's his name's Dave. He runs the scale, but I think he might run it at night.
Yeah, well, my wife used to work for Whipco for years.
I don't know how many years this guy's been there, maybe 10. Ever since when A-Gate bought Tuckahoe, they kind of got rid of him. He was like their senior loader operator. He'd been there a long time. And he welds all day long at a welding shop right down the road from me here, and I think he goes home like mid-afternoon, cleans up, and I think he goes out there and runs the scale all night long.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I know a bunch of people. I grew up with a bunch of people that worked there for years, like Kenny Lynch and all them. And I don't know if have you ever been in Whitco down Port Cumberland Road, the old pit, and the old man that used to run the loader out there?
No. Oh, you're not talking about the ones off of Weatherby Road. You're talking about the one off Port Cumberland Road, the big plant, right?
Well, I'm sorry. Yes, Port Cumberland and Weatherby Road. Did you ever get loaded by the Ed Brown at Weatherby Road?
No, because traditionally I'm not a truck driver, you know what I mean? I was always an equipment operator, and so no, but I know I'd love to have that job out there in one of them gravel pits out there in the middle of nowhere. Just leave me alone, let me load trucks. But yeah, so you know my truck driving experience was tanker related, you know, because I would only do it on Saturdays when nobody wanted to work, and I needed it done, and I'd jump in a tanker or whatever. But I mean, you know, truck driving's not my expertise. But this guy I'm working for, him and his kids, I'm guessing, well, it looks to me as they hate driving a truck and they love running equipment, so my equipment operating at this place is limited because they like doing it, regardless of, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. They own the company, so they're running the equipment and they need somebody to drive truck.
Yep, Ragchew.
I think my, I'm an old man now, but I think my talents are being wasted in this truck. It's not the best thing I do, you know?
That's true.
Sometimes I don't mind. Sometimes I'm almost glad I'm in the truck. Sometimes you're kind of like alone, turn the radio on, kind of thing. But I'll tell you, Dave, I guarantee you that if you got out of that loader and you got in this truck all day long, you'd be more tired driving this truck than you would be running that loader.
Oh, I'm sure. But Tom, it's weird because I drove truck for all those years, and I actually do miss being out in the truck every once in a while. That's why every once in a while I'll grab the Mac, and if I have to pull the Trommel, one of our big screeners, out to like Noble or Violent or something, I just like getting out there. But I used to love getting out on the road and just going and doing, different concrete jobs or getting in the triaxle all day and delivering stone and stuff, to customers. And I miss it a little bit.
Well, I'm not talking about that, and I'm not disrespecting, you or anything. I'm talking about the mental exhaustion kind of thing. Driving that truck out there on the highway with those cars and everything around you is exhausting. That loader, that excavator, that dozer you're running, like me, I could do that 14 hours a day with my eyes closed because I'd done it for so many years. I was just so comfortable at home doing that, The noise maybe makes you tired at the end of the day. But I'm telling you, Dave, I'm coming down a road the other day, a back road, and I started slowing down way before my turn. I could see this car coming, and so I put my signal on to make a left. I was able to downshift through each and every gear. That's how long I anticipated making this sharp left-hand turn into the lot. I got my left signal on. It's just me and him. He's coming up behind me. And now I see what he's going to do. He's going to go around me on the left, and I'm trying to make a left. So I tap my brakes to, let him see the lights from the brakes, to wake him up a little bit. Doggone it, Dave. He went right around me on the left-hand side as I'm trying to make a left. I mean, this is what happens to you all day long out there.
Did you blow your horn at him to let him know he's a dumbass?
No, but as he was going by me, I stuck my hand out the window like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I get it. When I used to run mixer and we used to go up north there a little bit, people drove worse up there than they did in our town. But anyway, yeah, I know it's more. You're right. It is more exhausting dealing with people out there on the road than what I have to. But I just miss being on the road every once in a while. And I do miss driving tractor and trailer and delivering loads. Depending on where you're going and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think if this guy had me driving every day, I'd probably have to pass on the job, But because it's, kind of now and then and skip a day and this and that, I can deal with it. It's some nice play money. He treats me really well. I mean, I'm no complaints there. And, the schedule's weird. Sometimes, at the end of the day, he says, I'm not going to need you tomorrow. And I'll say, yeah, I understand. And the other morning, it was 10 minutes after 8. And in the morning, he texted me, he said, hey, is it possible you could come in today? And I said, yeah, just let me pack a lunch and I'll be there. I'm kind of loose,
Yep, that's good.
If somebody offers me a job on a piece of equipment, I'm going to, I thank him every day that he put me to work, you know what I mean? Because nobody wants a part-time guy. But if somebody were to offer me a part-time job, hey, on Wednesdays we could use you to load trucks or something like that, I'd be all over the equipment part of the job.
Yep.
Out there loading those barges, on the edge of that river out there near you, or working in one of those old gravel pits off of Weatherby Road or something. I really don't want to be on a crew with a bunch of men where it's, trying to put in 1,000 feet of pipe each day, and I don't know all that stress, but I wouldn't mind loading the screen plant, loading trucks, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's what I like. That's why when I go screen the leaves for Mobile and Violent and everybody, Bristol, I'm out there by myself. That's what I like. I like being by myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a loner too. But I just don't want. I mean, I had a guy offer me a job. I got a couple nice offers, but. Superintendent of a job, but it was like a 57-hour-a-week job. I said, well, what do you that for? I'm too old. I retired from a job like that.
Yeah.
Good money and everything, but I'm not to the point in my life where any of my kids are raised, our house is paid for, I got a pension, I got Social Security, you know what I mean?
That's what I want my wife to get a second job so I can just retire now, too.
Tell you, if this firewood thing was 12 months a year, I'd concentrate on that. I did Dave, I can't keep up taking those bundles of firewood down.
Well, that's good, though.
Yeah, but, it's a couple months a year, but my goodness gracious, every time I get down, they clean me out. I gotta go down again.
So, Tom, why don't you do this? Why don't you... your barn where you put the rubber flooring down, why don't you stack up like a quarter of that in the back and have it all bundled up so this way you're ahead of the game before you even start?
Dave, I don't really think you could. You could do the bundling. Have you seen these bags they use that almost look like a potato bag? Have you seen them ones that they're red and they put the firewood in them?
Yes, I have.
If you use those, they're vented. I think you might be able to do what you're talking about, maybe. I don't know, but I think you would. But I do a shrink wrap thing, and the condensation comes out of the wood, so I don't think you'd be able to shrink wrap it that far ahead of time.
Yeah, but are you shrink wrapping? The shrink wrap that I've seen, they only do like the long part of the wood. They don't do the end, so it's not completely entombed.
No, that's right. You're exactly right.
So it would still be venting because the air would be going through end to end and it wouldn't be getting wet and ruining the... So like if you did like, 5 cords of wood in the back of your building there, and then when it's time for the season, you just go back in there and you pull out what you need to keep up, and then you still keep splitting, but in the meantime, you got plenty of wood.
I'm making double the money, and check this out, I've got it all figured out. I'm making double the money that I would be, I sell cords of wood and I sell oak. I'm making double the money selling pine this way than I do when I sell oak by the cord.
Well, I'd rather, if I was doing a campfire, just like we always do, even out here in out back here, in my fire pit, I'd rather burn pine than I would oak because, I don't know if you've been around a fire, when you throw pine on it, it burns so much hotter. I'm telling you, it's so nice sitting around a fire that's burning pine. When you put oak in there, it gets hot, but it takes forever.
Oh, Dave, you've been in my shop. That's all I burn is pine in my shop. But I'm about out of my pine now. I wasn't even going to do this year. This was something I just tried on a whim, and it took off. So I'm done my pine. I went through 3 or 4 cords, and I'm starting to bundle the oak up. And I'm bundling the oak up, and I'm taking one nice piece of pine and splitting it up real small for like starter strips and putting that on the top. But Dave, another reason I don't think you could put that like in the back of the barn like you were speaking of, the wood shrinks as it dries out, and when it shrinks, the shrink wrap loosens up. And when the shrink wrap loosens up, you can't grab the bundles anymore.
So could you split the wood and just leave it stacked in there? I guess then it takes you too long to wrap it is what you're saying, right?
No, it doesn't take me too long. I don't mind doing it, and I can keep up, but you got to do it every day. It's crazy. If I know I'm going to work driving a truck tomorrow, I got to stay out there till dark, bundle it up so my wife can keep taking it down all day long. Look, if it runs out, there's nothing down there to sell, and it's not like we're living off this money or anything. But it's been fun. She's having a good time. I'm having a good time, and there's only a little window. I think, this month of August, I don't think you're going to sell this wood in September.
Well, I wouldn't let it run out. The reason why I wouldn't let it run out is because when you get clientele that say, hey, go right down the street, this guy's always got wood. And when you start not having wood, they're not going to tell the other people as they go there. They're going to tell them go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I'm having to switch over to the oak now, so it doesn't seem to be slowing them down. But I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm splitting it up pretty small. Like maybe 3-inch pieces, something like that. That's how wide the ends are. I'm splitting it up pretty small so it burns good for them. And do you know something, Dave? The crazy thing I'm learning about these people is they don't care if that wood is 24 inches long or 12 inches long. What they want is small pieces. Like, they don't want big splits, You can't quarter the wood or even eighth the wood. You got like 16th a piece of wood. And, I was telling my son that he used to be with the club, and he says, they want to play with the fire. And he said they want all those pieces. They like playing with the fire when it's burning.
Yeah, not only that, it's easier for them to pick up. It's less room. Like if they're just coming down with their car, they could throw like a couple little bundles in there and it's all split up nice. Split up wood like that is easier, especially if you're at a campfire and stuff. You don't want big chunks of wood unless you're going to be sitting there all night long, but yeah. Nice. Hey, well, whatever works and sells, I would just, you'll figure it out. You've been doing it for so long. I would just keep doing what you're doing.
Next year I'll be more than ready. Because pine's available, people take that to the landfill. And pine's what they want. So I'll have more than enough pine for next year. The pine I had for this year was what I was going to burn in my own shop. I didn't think I was going to do this.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's why I said I'd rather burn pine because that's like, so you know what I do, Tom? And you could probably do it too if you wanted to. The pallets, old pallets, I cut the old pallets up, and then I take, the little slats for the pallet, and I use my axe, and I just chop it up real fine. That's what I use for kindling wood starter. That stuff is so great. You could bundle that up, man. That's so quick, too, for you.
Yeah, that would look nice, too. But you know what I love to use for kindling for myself? When you're splitting the pine, the big bark falls off, I save all that. That is the best stuff for starting a fire.
Yeah, but I have noticed, because what I use my little handheld propane torch, and that's how I start my fire every time. But that pallet wood that's dried out and thin, and I cut it down like 1-inch strips, they're like 12 inches long, but like 1 inch. That stuff is so great. Then I just stack it up, and then I put the torch underneath of it for about 30 seconds. It lights it, and that stuff is blazing quick.
Well, that is true. I can one-up you on that, though. If you ever see anybody that's taking their siding off a house and it's cedar siding, or taking one of those cedar shake roofs off, just back your truck up and load every single piece you can possibly load, because nothing starts a fire better than that.
Well, it's funny you said that, because underneath of my siding on my house is all cedar siding. I like to rip it off.
Well, I used to work at that landfill, and somebody come in with a load of them cedar shakes, I'd push it aside with a dozer, and, come back up after we closed with my truck and load on the truck and take it home, and that, what a fire starter. But I always used to think to myself, wow, if this is such a fire starter, people with cedar roofs or cedar sidings are living in a tinderbox.
Cedar's a good bugbear, Dave.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I was just going to take mine off because they ended up putting the aluminum siding right over top the cedar, and I thought that was kind of weird.
If you got aluminum siding, you could take the siding off and probably make enough money to put vinyl on.
Yeah, maybe.
The aluminum siding brings a lot of money these days.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I wanted to take the aluminum off and the cedar, and I would love to have the vinyl that looks like cedar shakes, because that's what my neighbor put on his house. It looks like the cedar shakes, but it's vinyl, and it looks so sharp. That's what I wanted to do on my house.
Oh, you like the vinyl cedar shakes, the ones that look like a cedar shake, but they're made out of vinyl?
Yes, 100%. I love that look.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Have you seen the new roofs that look like that?
Yes, yeah, they're metal too. Do you see them?
No, I've been seeing the ones that are made like out of the vinyl. I've seen the metal roof that's the standing seam roof, but I'm talking about the cedar shake that's made out of like vinyl.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but they make a metal roof that looks like cedar siding, but it's metal. They are sharp looking. I was looking into them not long ago.
I have not seen that. I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, I like it, because we were thinking about putting a metal roof on here, but the cost of the metal roof versus the shingled roof is like 3 times the cost. And I said, you know what? I'll put a 3-dimensional tile, shingled roof up there, and it'll last us the next 30 years. We'll be good.
I saw a guy in the last couple of weeks, he's put a back porch roof off of a garage apartment, like an upstairs garage apartment, and he put the metal roof on that, and now he's got a big hammock hanging underneath that metal roof. I bet you that's great sleeping.
Oh yeah.
When it's raining, I got that, off the side of my garage. Those overhangs you've seen, they got metal roof, man. I walk out my garage when it's raining, it's like thunder.
Oh yeah, it's loud.
A lot of people love to sleep, like that.
Well, that's how my building out back, the one I built, it has a metal roof on it, and there's no insulation between that and the inside, and when you go in there, it's pretty loud in there when it's raining. What are you still doing up, Catnap?
Hell if I know.
Did we lose Brother Rat?
He's probably snoring or watching some YouTube videos by now.
He ain't asleep, he just got up. He's watching YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
Hear him say goodbye. Yeah, one of these days, Tom, you'll have to make it up to Dunray, and I'll take you around the facility there.
Well, I like that a lot.
I told you, anytime you want to come up, even if I'm working, I'll take you around.
They were talking about we were going to be running out there for some reason. The other kid that drives, he's like the owner. And he said he's been in and out there a few times. Not a lot, but a few times.
I'm almost positive I seen that Eli truck, it's a lightish blue colored, right?
Yeah, one of them is. One's got a white, they're both those, what do they call them? Max. They got a name, and both of them have the same name inside. I forget what they're called, the model. Granite, that's what they're called, a Granite. Anyway, one's white and one's like a blue.
Yeah, I was going to say Granite, but yeah, the light blue one, that's the one I see. I've seen it in there before.
Well, that's the one they got me driving now. They have me driving the white one. It's a no-frills truck, no air conditioning, turns really sharp. It's got some, good advantages to it when you're doing that kind of work, turns sharp. But they moved me over into the other one. I think they felt bad for me being the old man. The other one's got air conditioning and everything. It's really, it's looking a little rough now because it's on that kind of work, but it's really a nice truck.
Why won't they put air in the other truck? What's the point?
I think they're kind of low budget right now. They haven't been in business for a couple of years, and I think they're, trying their best. And the truck's older, and it needs the air conditioning gets worked on. And I think they usually only run one truck, and so they run that other one. And now, since I've been driving for them, they're running two trucks.
I got you. Well, they ought to at least put a fan in there then.
I got a portable fan I made up and plug it into the cigarette lighter, sits up on the dashboard. But I made that all up, and one day he saw me like I was half dead in the truck, the owner, the father. And they moved me over into that truck. And I said, hey guys, don't move me over in this truck because you feel sorry for me or something because I'm the old man or whatever. I said, that ain't right. I said, I'll drive the other truck until I can't drive it anymore. And I'll just tell you, but don't get out of your truck, the owner's truck. And he said, no. He said, I'm starting to like that other truck even more because it turns sharp.
Yeah, but I mean, those fans are cheap. You can go right to Napa and buy those metal fans. They can mount it there on the dash or anywhere. They can mount it. They can mount it up on the ceiling part, and then they run the wires down and wire it up, and it has a two-way switch. And I think it has 2 speeds and an off. They're nice. They put them in a lot of the equipment that don't have air, and you can put multiple in there, and they're nice.
Yeah, it makes the difference, doesn't it, Dave? It's not excellent or anything like that, but it gets you through the day.
Absolutely. Look, all that equipment, the older stuff that we had that didn't have air back in the day when I started, 20 years ago, and we had fans, what a difference. You get in there, you fire up them fans, because usually most of the equipment had 2 fans in them, blowing right at you. What a difference. You shut them off and you're dying. You turn them on and it makes, even when I drove concrete truck, all those years of driving the Oshkoshes, we never had air, but we always had 2 fans, and I'll tell you what, it makes a world of difference.
I put one of those fans in my own backhoe, and every once in a while, it's got the complete cab, but I don't have air conditioning. I got heat, I don't have air conditioning. And I'll be, working around the property or whatever, and say, man, I'll get a little hot, and then I'll remember the fan. I'll reach up and hit that switch, and I'm telling you that, and that blowing machine there with that fan, the way I got it rigged up, it's only a couple inches from my head, kind of, man, it's like you just turned the air on.
Exactly, and just, that's what I'm saying. So if you had 2 of them in there, you'd be like, it's so much nicer.
Yeah, agreed.
It's a simple little things like that. So, like I said, I think those fans, you can buy them at Napa, and you can buy them anywhere, but Napa sells them, and I don't know what they cost. I think they're $20 or something, or a little more than that, but whatever. If you put 2 of them in a thing, they'll last years. So, I mean, that's not an expensive fix.
No, I think they're like $50 or something.
Yeah, they might be. I haven't bought one in a while.
So if you bought 2 of them and you had $100 in it, you probably can't get your air conditioning fixed for that.
No, but even at $100, and every day you're going to run that truck, and the driver is going to be comfortable and do good, and I would do it any day.
Yep. Well, I think that's there's another guy. He's almost my age. He's been these guys bought the company, but this guy's been with this outfit for like 4 years, and I said to him the other day, I got out of the truck. I said, why do they keep putting me in that nice truck? I said, that's the kids' truck. And he said, I think they thought you were going to quit. I said, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, I heard them talking something about that you didn't have any air, and they didn't think you were too happy.
Ragchew.
Hey, for years I ran stuff that didn't have any air. When I first started getting in stuff out of air conditioning, I was like, I couldn't believe they had air conditioning for people who run heavy equipment.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Listen, all those years that I was in those pans and stuff, you've been in we had the paddle pans, the cat paddle pans, and it's dusty as crap because you're panning up topsoil, so it's black, hot, dusty. We never had no air. It was always fans, and you always tried to pan, have your chains going and the wind blowing to your front of you, blowing the dust away from you so it wasn't coming in your cab.
Well, especially on a pan. But, yeah, if the wind's blowing, that works, but when the wind's not blowing, you come out the other side, you don't even know where you are because the dust is all just sitting on top of you.
Oh yeah, I've done that many a days, and then you go to blow your nose at the end of the day, and it's pure black.
You take the air compressor and blow all the air off you?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we used to do that, take the air compressor and blow all that, like an inch of dirt off us. And the safety guy caught us doing that one time. I thought we were all going to get fired.
Yeah, because you're not really supposed to do that. But there was times that actually we had masks on because it was so dusty and so hot. And it would help. It would. Because even if it was hot, but we had the fans. So even with a mask on, if you have a couple fans running inside that cab, it kept you cool enough to where you could breathe in the mask, so it wasn't that bad. Listen, it was bad. Like, now, I don't want to do it. I'm getting a little older. I don't want to do that. I'd rather have the air.
Yeah, hey, when you're young and you got a family, you're going to do whatever they tell you to do. And you're starting out, you're the new guy, and maybe you don't have as much experience or talent, as you do now. You did what you have to do. You're beyond that. But the safety guy, they don't want you using that air because they're worried you're going to puncture and get in your bloodstream or something. But I heard a crazy story, catnapper like this one. I heard a crazy story that these guys were in the shop, these mechanics, and one guy walked up to the other guy and took that, you got that blow gun on the end of the hose, and he stuck it up near his butt, and through his pants, gave a shot, and it somehow exploded his rectum or something.
That's good.
Killed the guy.
Oh, it killed him?
Yeah, killed him.
Oh, geez, yeah, that's not good.
I don't know if it's true or not, but heard that story years ago, and always I'm pretty sure it was a true story. But they don't want you getting that air in your bloodstream.
Yeah, because if that air travels up your that would kill you too.
I still do all those bad things all the time. I do it in my shop all the time, use the compressed air to blow. But you know what I use a lot now too? I go out and get my regular blower, like you blow your lawn with and your sidewalks and all, I use that.
Yep.
David, I'm going to watch some TV here for a couple of minutes and fall asleep, my friend. Like you, I get up pretty early, so going to give you 73s, wish you a good night, and catnap, and Rad, if you're still out there, and anyone else, God bless, man.
Later, Tom. Later, Dave. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.
Alright, Catnap, I guess I'll sign off too and call it a night. You have a great night out there. Copy me there, Catnap?
Hey, I got you, Dave. Have a good one, man.
Alright, have a good one. We'll talk to you next time.